Hello, communication. How we doing?
Set your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Both.
Damn.
Giggity.
We're just going to go ahead and replace Pizza Dad with the synthesizer.
Long Beach for Formula Drift.
Oh my God, now I'm number 3. Number 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Jesus.
The beer refreshing.
This motherfucker right here. Doesn't look like a give a fuck.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new episode of the CAMcast.
Yay!
Yo!
Yes, before we get going, we are sponsored by Steady Broke Clothing.
Yay!
Yep.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams.
And look steezy while you do it.
Yeah, you know. I mean, ramen's cheap, but, sometimes you gotta look a little flashier than walking around with ramen dust all over your shirt, looking unkempt and nasty.
Yeah, look at this guy over here with the chicken flavor powder all up on his jeans. What a schmuck.
Live your truth, damn it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. SteadyBroke.com.
Yeah, SteadyBroke.com. Put a bunch of shit in your cart and use the coupon code CAMAuto15 at checkout to save 15%.
Oh my gosh.
Get you some more ramen.
Damn.
Yeah.
15% on
Yep.
like t-shirts and hats.
That's like 15 more packets of ramen.
Bro, you could eat like a goddamn king and look just as good.
Oh, yeah. They just dropped a new shirt.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, reminiscent of anybody who's been on tour will appreciate this shirt.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody rolling into work in road drawers. You know? Anyway, Steady Broke Clothing, SteadyBroke.com, CAMAuto15 coupon code. There you go.
Yes.
All right, on to
Perfect.
this. I am Doc Taste, Dear Leader, Mike, and I am joined, as always, by Professor of the Ghetto Arts, Uncle Radical himself.
Good evening.
And we have Doc Bold, PCar,
Hey.
our overly excited child. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Smile big for the camera that's not aiming at you.
Big smile.
That's right.
Smile for the mic.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I do have a radio face, you know.
Well, we all do. That's
Okay,
why we're here.
What does the cam agenda say I am this time?
You're the anonymous moose.
I really hope I am.
You are.
It works because
Oh
you're
my
wearing your
God.
Turbo Brick shirt.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh shit, I am wearing my Turbo Brick shirt.
Fucking
The prancing moose.
I'll allow it.
Oh, perfect.
I will
Perfect.
allow it.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yes.
so I opened up the agenda to more of the KM staffers, and they did not disappoint.
No. Good
No.
hell. They.
Good fucking God.
I wanted to add some stuff to this, but I'm glad I didn't.
I mean,
we might have some filler for next week.
there's going to be some. So, yeah, there's going to be some stuff that may just end up kind of getting. Maybe just kind of glossed over. Like,
I mean,
Or,
we'll
we could
touch
do
it.
that or prioritize
We'll touch it.
this stuff,
Well-
the more time-sensitive
Okay.
things for this week. And
Well, then let's go ahead and start off with this. Elon Musk literally shot his Tesla Roadster into space.
yes.
I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's the guy that said he would do it.
Can we all pretend like he's not going to do some heel turn and become a supervillain and then hold the West Coast hostage?
I still think he's Tony Stark in real life.
Listen, he is just an island away from being a Bond villain.
He definitely is.
How do we know
It's a
that
thin
Elon
line.
Musk doesn't have an island?
It's a very thin line
Yeah,
between having one
we're right there.
and being an evil Bond villain and not having one and being Elon Musk.
Yeah. I mean, he's right there. He's towing that line.
Do you expect me to talk, Mr. Musk?
In other
No,
news,
Mr.
Elon,
Bond. I expect you to plug in your high-range hybrid.
In other news, Elon Musk just bought an island off the coast of Andorra.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Shit.
Or he bought Andorra.
God damn it.
shit.
Yeah. So I watched most of this happen at work today. Me and Joey work in the same place, and one of the floor managers pulled us over so we could watch the Falcon Heavy rocket launch.
Oh yeah.
And then
Okay, so what was the point of this? Just publicity or...
it was a rocket test, and they needed ballast. So
They
So what
needed
better than
something-
a Tesla with a dummy in it?
yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 2,500-pound Lotus, roughly.
Roughly.
I mean, that chassis was 1,984 pounds before Tesla had their way with it.
Probably shoved a bunch of laptop batteries in there.
At about 500 pounds or so.
Yeah, you know.
That's all right. That's a lot of Toshiba.
Yep. So, yeah, it's fucking up there. This thing will be pushed into a solar orbit, so it will end up orbiting the sun.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. So that's what's going to happen. And the infotainment screen, it says, "Don't panic."
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That's great.
Perfect.
Amazing.
So awesome.
Yep. So that happened today. This past weekend, we had a couple of things go down. On Saturday, we had, or I think it was Sunday in Upside Down Land, we had the Bathurst 12-hour.
Oh, yeah. And it got a little rowdy.
It did get rowdy. There was some crash. There was everybody crashed in practice. Somebody crashed in qualifying. That was fun. Thanks, guy.
Yeah.
And then, we had let's see, guy was fighting for the lead. Chaz Mostert caused a big wreck. He got fined. I mean, there were just a bunch of weird big wrecks that happened with kind of big time people. And then, the race was called early for the first time in, I want to say in a long time, if not ever. But yeah,
that was really specific.
Yeah, well,
but I mean, yeah, they called it because one of the R8s caught the wall, and then the Mercedes broadsided it.
Yes, it did. And how?
And how indeed. I mean, there were a couple of near misses.
Oh yeah.
Before the inevitable happened.
Yep, but that did happen, and it was pretty brutal. And
so that one was what actually shut down the race.
Yes,
I wasn't able to watch this one, so
it's all right. I was kind of floating in and out again. Had to run to the hospital because the old man ended up in there again.
Well.
So I was a bit preoccupied with other things, but
as you should be.
But Chirp was watching.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Chirp was doing good. He was chatting with some fine fellow in Australia.
Oh, awesome. Good deal.
Shout out to that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This was, I believe, the first time a Belgian-flagged car and the first time a British driver won overall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Audi Sport Team WRT number 37 was the overall winner, and the Class A Pro, because they have 3 different Class A's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they won overall. Class A Pro-Am was the Boston Athletic Club 911 GT3R. The Class A Am was the number 69. Nice. Super Barn Audi R8 LMS. Class B was the Grove Group 911 GT3, the number 4 car. Class C was the Boatworks BMW M4. Also in Class C, our local Darren Jorgensen.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, he managed to survive the chaos, actually clipped the wall, had a Porsche push them off into the wall.
But he maintained 4th place.
Yep, 4th place in Class C. So
cool.
Yep. And then in the Invitational class, which is pretty much made up of the weird V8 tube chassis Mark cars Australia.
Those things. Yeah,
those things that used to look like Ford Focuses and Mazda 3s, but now look a little different. The second generation of that, the number 91, Mark Series 2 won, but that class also has some lunatics in a Daytona coupe kit car.
Okay.
And an old, I think, second generation Viper GTS, former GT3 car. I say former because they broke the gearbox that came with the car, so they replaced it with another one, but since it wasn't the homologated part, it is no longer a GT3 car.
Okay.
Yep.
Well.
Yeah.
As long as we got that out of the way.
Oh, yes. And then, we also saw, Bentley broke and or crashed both of their cars. So
no, not the couches.
Yeah, the first generation Continental GT3 did not have the ideal, send-off, but whatever.
That's all right.
But what we did have was a bunch of wheels running down the Conrad Straight.
Yeah, what was the deal here? All the right fronts are just taken off.
People were tagging the wall.
Oh, the wall that got everybody.
The wall that got everybody, and then, Conrad Straight is just downhill and straight. So they were just wheels bouncing down.
I mean, this is like exactly what happens when I play Forza 7.
Right? Or
I always tag that wall.
It's really hard not to.
Yes, it is.
It's always there. It just reaches out and grabs you.
Goodness.
But yeah, so for those keeping score, it was We had 6 unaccompanied wheels. We saw 2 kangaroos, but nobody jumped across the track.
Oh, okay.
Giant rocks did not come careening down onto Mount Panorama. And if you ignore the Chaz Mostert-caused chaos, there weren't any bloody great risks on the track.
Okay.
Yep.
So it was exciting on the mechanical front.
Oh, yes.
And all the now divorced parts.
Oh, God. It was very interesting. I mean, there was one point they cut to a garage shot of the Bentley team, and they pulled the gearbox and rear diff out of one of the Continentals.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was just kind of staring at it, puzzled and confused at this thing they've pulled out of their vehicle.
All right.
Like, this is the first time they'd ever seen it.
Y'all know that ain't supposed to be there, right?
What the hell is this thing? Just a lot of people looking like that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
So that was a hell of a thrash.
Yep. Another thrash coming up. The Daytona 500 is coming up. It's just under a couple of weeks away. I kind of don't care, nor will I be watching, really.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
But we'd still like to know if you care.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Chirp posed this one to us, so I'm not watching NASCAR. I mean, NASCAR is not terribly relevant or important to me. Ancient heavy cars doing ancient heavy car things is not necessarily appealing to me.
Turning in only one direction.
I mean, it's cool that they added, I think, the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval to the, the Chase Championship, the playoffs this season. So that's going to be interesting. But other than that, I could kind of care less.
Radical.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm a bit of a fan, but I haven't caught any of the races yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we're 2 weeks away from them opening their season with the biggest event that they have on the calendar.
All right.
Because that makes total sense. Let's see.
They might as well go ahead and, disappoint everybody right up front.
I mean,
at least they won't waste their time for the rest of the season.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Real quick, Formula Drift released their first revision of the 2018 rulebook.
Yeah. Already a revision, and it's only February.
Well, and it's just kind of weird thing. So no air jacks, no carbon brakes or wheels, no center lock wheels.
Which is interesting. I'm wondering what they're attempting to do to...
I think that is I think some of that stuff is cost savings.
Okay.
Because, carbon brakes are insanely expensive, and also they won't get enough heat in them to actually properly work in a drift event.
Sure. I feel like that would be self-regulating.
Yeah.
They wouldn't exactly have to put that in there.
Yeah, a lot of their rules seem to be very a lot of them are like, why are we even talking about this? This is obviously something that nobody does.
Right.
There are a couple of interesting things. So they're saying you can have a skid plate. It can't go too terribly far back. It can just kind of protect the things that need to be protected up at the nose end of the car. Everybody can only run the one battery. Nobody's getting away with that extra battery because I draw so much power thing. So nobody's going to be able to run an extra battery as ballast like they have been in years past.
That's been an interesting tactic.
I mean, that's what everybody was doing. And in the Speed Hunters article, Patty McGrath, it wasn't Patty. It was all Patty's photos.
Gotcha.
Whoever wrote it was just like, you just seemed to be caught off guard that people were actually doing this. It's like, everybody was doing that. Literally, all the pro cars were running 2 batteries because you can have that as cheap ballast.
I see.
Yep. And the other thing is all like the external engine components, so like coolers, all that stuff, you can still have all of it, but it has to be confined within the frame rails, front or rear.
I see.
So you can still run a radiator in the back, but it has to be between the frame rails.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So it is...
one that I find a little bit interesting.
What do you got?
Well, we just glossed over the no carbon center lock, whatever stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of curious. Well, I'm surprised to see that they're requiring a sticker on each tire or a contrasting color on a specific portion of each wheel during official practices, qualifying, and competition. I'm assuming that's to try and show what the vehicles are actually doing.
I think so, yeah.
I think they've been running dark wheels to try and hide,
all that stuff.
Yeah, wheel speed changes.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure are masked
I mean, yeah.
by that.
I mean, does that have to do with like pulling, e-brakes and like showing like when like wheels lock up?
I'm sure
that's
that's probably got a pretty good.
That's the only thing
probably,
I can.
That's probably what it is, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and it's also one of those things like if the judges can't clearly tell who's at fault, like if you get off, like if you get on the brakes or something, or if you just quick tap them and nobody notices your brake lights lighting up, and technically you're at fault, but they can't figure out who's at fault for causing an incident.
Yeah.
I think this is just kind of one of those things which could easily be fixed with data systems in the cars, but what do I know? Who am I?
Nothing.
I'm just a man in mesh shorts drinking a beer on a Tuesday evening.
With a microphone in his hand and a laptop in his face.
Damn right.
No better way.
Yeah, so, I think it's something to just kind of make sure that the wheels are still going in some instance. I think it's going to be one of those weird things that it's going to pay off once, and somebody's going to be like, aha, see? It was worth it.
That's great.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So as far as the skid plates go, that's cool that they're letting you go as far as 1/8-inch steel.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
And slightly thicker on aluminum. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Let's see here. I guess that's trying to curb people from doing the whole flat bottom thing.
Yeah,
my guess.
Yeah, but Mike Kojima on an episode of Maximum Driftcast said like a flat bottom's really not going to work for a drift car. Like you wouldn't be taking up, it's the aerodynamic inefficiencies the drift car is not going to be operating the same way as like a grip car that would be going straight through everything.
Right.
Yeah, and also
it's not going fast enough, is it?
They get moving pretty quick.
I mean, I guess they are triple digits. They are.
Yeah.
Some are like $130.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, you're not going to be able to take full advantage of a flat bottom. And also, if you have to do a 5-minute repair,
that turns into a 20-minute repair.
Yeah,
having to take the whole bottom skin of the car off.
Yeah. So
that becomes an issue.
Yeah, it quickly.
I could see that.
Yeah, quickly becomes a fundamentally useless thing that ends up ruining your weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got another interesting addition too. 4.2D in the rulebook says all engine components and exterior components that support engine operation, such as coolers, pumps, tanks, and lines,
must be in between the frame rails.
Yeah. They must be protected within the confines of factory frame rails and factory bumper or tubular bumper structure. So I'm guessing they're trying to force people away from the really crazy radiator placements.
Yeah, like
they
don't want to have people with like coolers and all this stuff tucked up in weird places where contact could happen.
I see.
And then,
which makes me wonder if there have been incidents involving damage and then fluids being spread.
I mean, probably.
That sounded kinky.
That did sound a little kinky.
Wow.
An incident involving fluids?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Skeet, 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 skeet.
Hot damn.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Oh, they're requiring catch tanks, which doesn't surprise me.
Nope.
Minimum
Catch
capacity
tanks?
of 1 quart.
Do those mean like catch cans? Like for blow-by and stuff? Or
I'm assuming that is the case.
Oil blow-by?
Keep reading that. It gets
Let's see
better.
here. Let's see. Catch tanks must be securely fastened and sealed from the driver's compartment. Wristbands are recommended on all breather filters.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
right. It's supposed to be held on by more than just friction.
Yeah, like you can't just wedge the damn thing in there.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
There.
That makes perfect sense. Everything on a competition car like that should be secure.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's sad that has to be a rule, but I see exactly why it is that way. So let's see here. 4.4 in the rule book. Dealing with the fuel system. There are not a lot of changes here, but Section L will no longer allow a pressurized refueling. So like trophy trucks and like ALMS and stuff like that.
Huh.
They're saying it's a huge risk for fire. Mist from the nozzle could be lit off of something.
It's lit, fam.
Yeah, the guys are saying,
Well, vapor always will be more likely to ignite than a fluid will.
Right,
Always.
exactly. Well, that you're giving you're giving 2 out of the 3 required mechanisms in order to ignite it.
Yeah.
Gasoline requires,
Fuel.
Well, it's in order to light something on fire, you need fuel, ignition,
Air.
and air.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of interesting here. Let's see. I scrolled right past it. Whoops, my bad.
Damn it, Dave.
So, I mean, they also touched on the fact that, you can still... I think there are 3 fuels that you can run. I believe it's gasoline, diesel, and ethanol. I believe is what it is.
I'm sure.
So let's.
Would that
see
be an
here.
E85 or?
I imagine so.
Okay. Or are they
Let's
lower? Are
see
they like an
here.
E65?
Who knows?
I don't do sideways things, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gasoline, diesel, and ethanol. No other fuel is specifically allowed, but they leave that open. Like they say, you can ask about something else.
Do people do like water meth? Is that like a?
Well, water meth is just an additive. It's a cooling.
I guess so. Yeah, it's
for
added to
cooling.
the intake.
Right. Exactly. So, I can imagine that probably isn't counted as a fuel. It's cooling the intake.
Yeah, I guess so.
But nobody's asked about jet fuel or nitrometh yet. But I mean, with the horsepower war going on in Formula D, it wouldn't surprise me in the
slightest. I want to
slightest.
see jet fuel be used.
I mean, I would actually be really surprised if somebody's not using methanol, like just straight meth.
Right.
Like that would be interesting to me.
Mr. White. Mr. White, we gotta go back.
Yeah, science,
bitch.
Anywho, so let's see here, and then section 5, they're talking about the electrical system.
Yeah.
All batteries must be connected and in use. Of course, we touched on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Section 6, we talked about aerodynamics just briefly earlier, but 6.3a has been added to specify when wings mounted on standoffs are mounted to the trunks. The Dean Carney rule.
The Dean Carney rule.
It says here, quote, wings that are multi-piece mounted on standoffs and those that are not directly attached to the trunk will be prohibited at tracks where they may come into contact with walls, fencing, and signage. Examples of such tracks include, but are not limited to, Long Beach, Orlando, The Wall, Las Vegas, and Seattle. So, interesting one. Yeah, Kearney's Viper is the one that has been gaining most of that attention. I think that's the only car that's going to be affected. So,
all right then.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much using a ducktail spoiler. So, I mean, it's obvious. The spoiler's going to hit the wall before the rest of the car does, and that causes damage. So, of course, I could see. They want to keep stuff from hitting. Patrons. So that makes sense. And let's see here. We cannot run on non-approved Formula Drift tire sponsors or supplier logos. That's an interesting one. Okay, let's see here. 6.9D states, quote, no non-approved Formula Drift tire sponsor or tire supplier logos are permitted anywhere within the event venues, on vehicle transports or rigs, competition vehicles, uniforms, or driver suits. Additionally, no material or promotional items are permitted with non-approved tire manufacturers' branding and or logos allowed at Formula Drift events. And that probably is directly targeting Josh Robinson, who had Tri-Ace on his Commodore before Magnuson became his sponsor.
Targeted.
He still had Tri-Ace and the 530 logo on his trailer, if I recall correctly. So, there's that. Can't do that anymore.
Nope, that was pretty much all Josh Robinson. That's because he brought his car up from Australia.
Right. He's one of several people from outside of the U.S. competing in U.S. Formula D.
Yeah. So it that was just on his rig. So
I mean, I can understand the vehicle, like the competition vehicle having one thing on it.
Yeah.
I feel like it should probably be dressed for the appropriate occasion.
Oh yeah. I
feel like the support vehicles or the tow rigs is kind of a bit much. But I mean, I guess worst case, we just see a bunch of white trailers anymore.
Exactly.
I mean, way to be individual.
Dude's running to the wrong trailer in case of something happening.
I mean, I guess I don't necessarily agree with that one, but
Whatever.
it is what it is. It doesn't affect me. I mean, I'm not competing in Formula Drift.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind it, but
No.
I don't.
Well-
I would rather have the budget to do it and not do it.
Well, let's move on to something even sexier than Formula Drift rule changes.
Whoa! What do you got?
So, this year in Formula One, we will have the safety thong.
Oh, wow!
Yes, that's going to be a thing that's going to be mandated.
It's provocative.
It's everything you could want.
I mean, it will be mandated like literally everything in F1.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, are we surprised?
But IndyCar has been coming out and saying that they are going to be testing a windscreen
Okay.
made from some advanced polymer of some sort that will hopefully not make a driver sick, like the short-lived windshield that Formula One tested.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Intriguing.
right? So,
Okay. All right. Well, let me see. I'm going to read this here from
I'm gonna
IndyCar.
I'm gonna
going to browse through that.
So the test is happening actually the day you will be listening to this. It's on February 8th. Scott Dixon is going to be actually driving it. And for those who don't know, Scott Dixon is a 4-time IndyCar Series champion and the one whose car got airborne at this past Indy 500.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Yep. Dixon.
That's Scott Dixon.
Yes, Dixie, who also got robbed at a Taco Bell drive-thru
Oh, God.
in Indianapolis.
I mean, nobody said Indiana was a good place.
It's
No.
no.
It is in Indianapolis, though. It wasn't like Gary.
No, it was Indy, but it's
I mean, is there a difference anymore?
Gary's a very sad place.
I'm aware.
several hundred miles.
That was a total diss on Indianapolis, by the way.
I mean,
I got Hoosier in my blood, damn it.
Isn't both your families from over there?
Yeah.
My mom's from Illinois, so I'm like, neighboring on that garbage, but hey.
The Midwest of the Midwest.
Yeah, Indiana, the most Midwest of the Midwest.
Okay, truth be told, any university has this phenomenal music program.
Oh yeah,
Just saying.
yeah. But
Yeah, but you know where all the best musicians come from?
Juilliard.
No, Minneapolis.
okay.
If you're just going to reference Prince, I'm going to need some more on that.
I don't know where you're going with that.
I'm talking shit on it.
Oh.
Like Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
No.
Except I can't because I'm a Rhymesayers fan, so like...
Ha!
Well, I mean,
Handed yourself into a fucking corner there, didn't you?
I did.
Did yourself a bamboozle.
Oh, heck.
Anyway, so the windscreen is made of a proprietary Opticore Advanced Transparency material by PPG, the same material the company uses in protection of fighter jet canopies.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, should be able to take a strike. And the photos in the article that we're reading on IndyCar.com, so the screen extends up high enough that the driver's head is actually underneath the front part of it. So that's going to be very helpful in some instances. They run it through the simulator, Dalara's simulator, but this is going to be the first time it's going to be on a car at speed.
oh, okay. So are they hoping this is structural then? This is going to be a structural component?
Yeah, this is going to
I
be
would think so.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
going to be a thing, so,
Word.
Yeah. So on Thursday, the day that you're listening to this at ISM Raceway, is where this is going to be happening.
Oh, super cool.
Yep. So hopefully that works out very well because I think that is a good thing. Driver safety is always a good thing,
I agree.
And, hey, everybody, who's going to say, why don't you just call it prototypes? Because it doesn't have a roof. It's still open wheel, it's still open cockpit. So go ahead and take that shit someplace else. I am not in the goddamn mood.
But I mean, a target top's not a convertible.
That is very true. That is...
Semantics. Semantics.
Yes, indeed. All right.
So moving up from that, we've got some PCar stuff.
Yes, we do.
Mr. PCar.
We have a couple PCar things,
A
actually.
few.
I believe. One of them...
afford to be specific.
One of them posted by Trent the Shadowy Billionaire.
Yep.
The one that I'm kind of more thinking about is the fact that, and these are rumors. I'm not going to believe every rumor that's going to come out about every automaker.
Sure.
However, I guess there are kind of some grounds to back this one up, just looking at trends and things. But presumably the next 992 GT3, the next generation GT3, is going to be basically the polar opposite of what the current GT3 can be, which is naturally aspirated and manual option.
Yep.
And there's going to be turbo and PDK only.
Which,
so they say.
Well, I mean, how many times have they said this is the last manual GT3?
Well, they've said, like, this is the last manual 911 for a while now.
Okay. So basically this is just finally coming to fruition.
That's the whole basis of why 911Rs have sold for $500,000 plus.
Right.
Some of them have sold for close to $1 million. That was the whole reason for it, that on the private market. And then Porsche was like, fuck you guys, we're going to release a GT3 in a manual.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
I think they might have, because...
I feel like they did.
Well, because they also came out and said, like, we're not... Like, Porsche is not a trust fund company.
No.
We don't want you guys selling these cars well marked up on the used market, which is bullshit.
How do you say suck it speculators in German?
Yeah, that. So, the part of me hopes that it's not true and that we can have manual, naturally aspirated GT3s for longer. I'm conflicted because, like, the manual thing has kind of always been the reason why you would buy a GT3 is because, like, that raw experience of, throwing down lap times. The turbo bit doesn't bother me as much, even though I have driven GT3s, one that did go to 9,000 RPM.
Okay.
And pulling that paddle at 9K was just so satisfying at the same time.
Sure.
I'm conflicted in both ways. But am I going to lose faith in Porsche? No, of course not.
Speaking of losing faith in Porsche, you do know that they're putting almost $7.5 billion into electric vehicles, right?
And you know how the steering feel is going to feel on those?
It's going to be pretty interesting.
Phenomenal, I'm sure,
yeah.
because they've been harnessing or like honing their craft in that for the last 50 years.
I mean, they've been putting the cart before the horse for,
55.
60s. Yeah.
55 years.
Exactly.
Well, I guess if you look at 356s and 550s, then older than that. But
Exactly.
What would be hilarious, though, if they just had the motor, just one motor behind, just like in the back.
I think that would be hilarious.
They wouldn't, but I would laugh my ass off if that was the case.
Does anybody else really get tickled by the idea of a hybrid 911 with a conventional engine in the back and then electric motors up front?
I don't necessarily mind if it's like a Curse.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh, yeah.
If it was like a Prius or if it was like a Volt, I'd be like,
no. No.
But a hybrid 911 that's like a Curse system, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh, I mean, obviously that's what it's going to have to be. If it's anything else, we're just going to point and laugh at them.
And
I'm going to bow my head in shame and just jump off the cliff.
And then we'll point and laugh at you the whole way down.
Please do. I expect nothing less.
I don't know. Would you jump off a cliff or would you just start calling yourself Gavin the Blue Oval Paquette? Because, I mean, Ford will gladly take you.
Oh, yeah.
I would send it off East Canyon in the GT350R in a ball of fire.
Damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I found it at the bottom of East Canyon, dog.
Oh, word. I seriously want to be buried in a 911 now. Like, that's like, take like a...
Well, you better buy one now because they ain't getting any cheaper, dog.
Get a 996. Only for burial purposes only.
I mean, I could see you doing that.
It might happen.
That's gold.
That might happen.
Would anybody else like a cool, refreshing Hams?
I got one already.
I'm still working on mine.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess I'm the alcoholic in the group. All right.
Well, somebody's...
The answer's not at the bottom of the can, Dave.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it's in the box. You got to drink all of them to get to the answer in the box.
Oh, got it.
There you go.
It's like drinking all the wine in the box, but you can barely stomach the box wine.
That's why you pull it out of the box and you play slap the bag.
I've been doing it wrong for so many years.
It's almost like you went to college with me.
No, but I dropped out long before you got to college, Gavin. Oh, I gave up on the...
Did you party with the Sigma guys too?
Oh, no. No.
We're all semi-educated.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
We've all
Educated
done,
by the streets, son.
We've all done enough of the college garbage to know better now.
I did my learning on the streets
Dem streets. Which street? Was it the corner?
of 45th and State.
Damn.
Wow.
Or no, 7200 South and State Street.
Oh, what?
They're your friend in the diamond business?
Yeah.
And I know everybody listening to this just groaned audibly because they know exactly what the commercial sounds like.
The Shanco Company.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
Tom
you have
Shane.
a friend in the diamond business. The Shane Company on the corner of State Street and 7200 South. Open weekdays till 8, Saturdays till 5, closed Sundays. Also online at shaneco.com.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Tom Shane owes us $300.
You damn right he does. I know he's got it, too.
Damn right you do.
You rich bastard. You want to sponsor a podcast?
Yeah. Reach a whole new audience
Exactly.
of people that probably can't afford your stuff.
Bunch of bougie assholes driving up there in their leased Lexus trying to buy their fiancée some shit she ain't going to wear.
Nope. Gotta complain
God
about it.
damn. Preaching mad truth tonight.
Damn.
Damn, 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 damn.
What the hell is going on?
Going nowhere fast.
Exactly.
We're a marching band to nowhere.
Oh, nope, 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 no way, nope, 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 nope.
Did you see that video of the guy with the he was like he's trained his like cobras and shit, right? And like the cobras are like getting feisty. They'll like tease him and like start to go at him. He'd be like, "Oh, stop it, you toad." He's like the weirdest.
I have seen that video.
Just like super nope, fuck that. Nope.
Nope, not happening.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not at all.
Hard pass.
We call those nope ropes. Snakes are nope ropes.
Yes, they are. Nope. A lot of nope.
So much nope.
Oh, yeah.
So the Boxster and Cayman are getting flat sixes again.
Yay.
I know you're excited for this, Gav.
But are they NA flat sixes?
Well,
Let's see.
let's
Is this
find
2005 again, and is this only just a phase, Mom?
I mean, you know, it could be.
Is the turbo four-cylinder era of the Cayman and Boxster just a phase?
I mean,
Let's see.
it's a phase just like being, like dark and emo.
Into MCR and
Stab, Rippy, stab, stab. Dear
Well-
diary, my
well-
life is spiraling downward into a deep, dark abyss.
oh my god!
I'm so nonconformist, I'm going to read the article real quick.
Whoa!
Holy
Yeah.
Look
shit.
at you.
And I'm going to get some pizza.
Attaboy.
Me too.
Let's see. According to DriveMag.com, well, purists can rejoice because Porsche will once again offer a naturally aspirated six-cylinder Boxster engine on the Cayman and Boxster. There's a catch, though. The unit will only be offered in the range-topping 718 Cayman GT4 and Boxster Spider.
My question is the GT4 and the Boxster Spider going to have the same output? Is the Cayman going, or is the Boxster going to be a topless GT4? That's my question, because if so, oh my god.
Let's
Damn,
see.
Gavin asking the real questions.
I'm a
Oh.
fan. What can I say?
All this thing is, let's see. Nevertheless, PDK dual-clutch automatic may be offered as an option. Maximum output is expected to hover around the 400 horsepower mark.
That's what the Boxster needs,
Yep.
is a 4 in front of its power output.
Here's the thing about the kind of the Cayman complex. If they make the Cayman good enough, and I believe in specific models they have, it'll be the ultimate 911 that isn't a 911.
Yeah.
And it's a cheaper car, so Porsche can't like really have that happen.
But
No.
the ultimate 911 already isn't a 911.
What is it, Dave?
I don't know. Isn't it that mid-engine 911? That
You mean that thing called a Cayman?
yeah.
Yeah, mid-engine is best engine, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, they can't. They it's much like why you will never as long as Nissan is selling Z cars in this country,
Yeah.
you will never see a small rear-wheel drive sports coupe coming from Nissan
Of course.
because they can't have a smaller, cheaper thing
Option than
cannibalize.
the Z.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't
so
have
They're
that.
not going to bring
doing the
back
same
the
thing.
240.
No, you're not going to get an S16. Stop it.
Nope.
And for everybody calling the Hyundai Genesis the S16, knock it the fuck off. I'm tired of
Do
hearing
people
it.
do that?
People do that.
Yeah, because
Why?
it
I
ha-
don't know.
Well, here's the thing: the Genesis Coupe, you get it rear-wheel drive coupe, 2-liter turbo, 6-speed manual.
It's not Japanese.
No, it is not. Nor was it that great. I mean, it needed some help, and it could be pretty awesome, but
What it needed was that 5.0.
This is like asking, like going to a sushi restaurant and ordering the finest rolls of sushi, and you get a plate of goddamn kimchi instead.
Exactly. No, that's totally it. Just because something's Asian doesn't make it Japanese, guys.
Like, oh my god, it's rear-wheel drive. It's got a turbo 2-liter FR20 #boost.
people were just grasping at straws, trying to cope with the loss of a thing that they never had.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to picture the S16 looking a lot like what the Grand Am ended up as. Take all the time you need, kids.
Rusty and crushed into a cube.
Ooh. Savage.
I'm going to ponderize on that.
There were 2 Grand Ams in this house. They were both terrible.
The Grand Am was never good.
No. Somehow the newer one was worse than the older one that we replaced.
I mean, the Pontiac Grand Am was GM's way of saying, my name's Chevy and I car good.
Oh, let's see.
Yep.
I think it was last week, Donut Media posted a thing about why Pontiac had to die. It's pretty interesting.
I saw the thumbnail, but actually didn't watch it.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't remember what the show is, but it's not up to speed, but it's something else.
Do yourself a favor, kids, and do some homework.
Yeah, there you go. Problem solved.
I was actually having a conversation with someone the other day that would prefer the G8 GXP in a manual over a Chevy SS.
They were literally almost the exact same thing.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it was like body art difference.
Basically.
They are
you could
literally
also-
the same chassis.
You could also get magnetic ride in the SS.
Yeah, like the SS was
That's
just...
right. You could not get that with the Pontiac.
Nope.
Right.
The SS was literally...
But I'm sure you can find a scrapped ZR1, like a C6 ZR1, and throw that shit in there. I'm sure that'll fit. That's me stabbing in the dark, but like, how far off is it, you think?
I think you'd be better served trying to find a wrecked CTS-V.
Well, they use the same shocks, the same struts and stuff.
Yeah, but also the
I
core...
don't know that they do.
The CTS-V and the C6 ZR1.
Yeah.
When I read articles when they came out, they were saying they were the same. But that's also auto journalism, and they blur a lot of lines.
Right.
From my understanding...
I'm sure you could fab it, though. I can't imagine it'd be that hard to fab things.
It's mostly the same, but then, I think you'd be better served grabbing something from a similar platform, a sedan, and just swapping literally everything over from what's left of a CTS-V.
CTS-V shit into a G8 GXP then.
There you go.
Or you could just buy a good car and get a Chevy SS.
People didn't do that the first time around.
I know. It still pisses me off.
And I'm sad to see that even the Holden appearance package didn't sell people on it. But to be fair,
just because something's foreign doesn't mean people are going to gravitate toward it, especially when you're trying to sell something domestic, right?
Yeah. Well, and also...
It's like, hey, it's like from here, but you can make it look like it's not from here. It's like,
well,
why?
I mean,
even though it is based off of something that isn't from here anyway.
Yeah. Well, and also the other problem is Chevy refused to market the damn car at all. Like, they just slapped a body on their the NASCAR teams, but they didn't say anything about it.
I mean, like,
there were no ads for them. I don't think there were any print.
Time it appeared in print or online when somebody was reviewing the car.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that the Chevy SS existed until its third model year.
Wow.
And I'm a
Whoa.
GM fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I like those cars. Cars like that. Like, I knew about the Caprice.
Yeah.
I knew about the G8.
Yep.
A longtime follower of the GTO.
Yep.
I had no idea until its third model year.
What was that, 2015?
I believe it came out...
Did it come out in 2010? 2011?
Was it that early? I wanted to say it was 12.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think it was 12.
maybe
But
it was 12.
I found out about it when I was working in North Dakota in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So
And to find that the car had existed before then. I was like, oh, hey, cool. Chevy's bringing out the SS again. Oh, yeah, they've had it for years. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, like they built this amazing thing and they refused to sell it. Like it made no fucking sense. They put all their marketing effort behind the shitty new Impala.
I mean, I'm going to sound a little hypocritical here, but it's like the kid that like goes to school and does the homework but doesn't turn his homework in.
Yeah.
What's the fucking point?
Why go through all that effort?
All that money spent in R&D and, developing new product.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was selling well in other markets. They didn't have to R&D it specifically for North America.
I guess so, but
it
still seems like a lot of work for no return.
Like if you're gonna go through the effort to bring something over here, like a new product to market, why not just
like
throw something out there?
The saddest part to me is to think that in 30, 40 years, when those cars are a super collectible item, like people aren't going to have the stuff that they brag about now, like with their old cars. Like they had the old magazine ad, or they had, oh, check out this commercial. I mean, I can't be the only one in this room right now that really enjoys watching car commercials from the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
No, they're hilarious.
Oh, I mean, like I don't remember any of those per se, but I do love seeing like vintage ads for the old Challenger.
Exactly.
Like those, like back in the day, like those were sick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if there wasn't even an ad campaign
No,
for a
there's
Chevy SS,
there's absolutely nothing. It's like they just brought it out, and then just here it is.
that's the saddest, because then there's no vintage marketing material.
No.
There's none of that. All you have is you're like, well, I've got this car. That
I
nobody
do
bought.
almost wonder though how long it'll take for those cars to become $50,000 cars or $75,000 cars, like a collector on the used market, low miles.
I mean,
if you find like a low miles manual magnetic ride car,
Give it 20 years.
think it'll that long?
I think it'll be 20.
I mean,
Okay.
The cars are going to get cheap for the next 10, 15 years. They'll level out for 4 or 5 years, and
Sure.
then they'll start going up.
Yeah. All right.
well, they'd get cheaper if people actually bought the damn thing. The number of
They aren't that mass produced.
No, like the number of SSs I've seen in the wild, I can count on one hand, and I don't need most of my fingers to do so.
Right.
I mean, I've seen probably a dozen.
I've seen
look
a
for it.
dozen. Yeah. Well, whenever I see something that looks like a spruced up Malibu, I'm like, "Ooh, is that the SS?" And then I'll be like, "Yes."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I see far more Cadillacs. I see far more V Cadillacs.
Yeah.
I
And
haven't
I see
seen
far
that
more
many.
G8s and GTOs.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that many of the third gen CTS-Vs. I was just at Lux Auto Spot the other day, and there is one there.
Ooh.
Yes. Should have
Beautiful
photos of
cars
that.
they are.
Oh,
Yes, they are.
God.
That is
The
okay.
third gen
that
got
is a car.
so much. That third gen got so much prettier than the third gen.
Oh yeah.
Than the
Oh,
the
yeah.
second gen sedan looks okay. Second gen coupe. Ugh.
The coupe. Is
I
just-
never I didn't feel it, and it weighed the fucking same too.
Yeah,
It's not like I bought the coupe because it's lighter and to perform better. It's like it
No,
weighs
it's the
same.
size of a house.
Yeah,
Like, it's just a
And it
weirdly
looks
shaped
awful.
house. Oh god.
I don't know. Like
like
I'm,
an MC Escher house.
I'm hit or miss. I'm hit or miss on the two doors.
Eh.
Like in some lights, I really enjoy them.
There was a guy that raced his out at Miller when it was Miller, right? Or
they
or was it
brought it up-
UMC?
I think it was UMC. Brought it out a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not. Yeah.
I like the car otherwise.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm sure they can be twitchy too.
Probably. But, yeah, man.
Anyway, ranting.
What the hell were we talking about?
We were talking about Porsches at one point.
God damn.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the holy tangents, Batman.
This is what we do.
Sorry.
It's all right. Try to give us a packed agenda so we won't go off on tangents and rants.
Well, guess what?
We cannot be stopped.
Okay, so we were talking about the 6-cylinder.
Oh, yeah, the 6-cylinder.
Cayman and Boxster,
Yes.
the GTS, or sorry, no, the GT4 and the Boxster S.
Yeah. And then something, and I mentioned donut, and then here we are. Lost and confused.
Dazed and confused.
Nobody knows what the hell's going on
For
right
so
now.
long, it's not true.
All I know is
Audible groans.
I'm in my house. I know where that is. I know who you guys are. Beyond that, it's all a little hazy. Tenuous grip on reality right now.
Right.
I'm very confused. It is also, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of jarring that Dave has his tablet here and is just swiping through.
What?
It's just weird.
What, that I'm actually trying to be somewhat prepared for this instead of just flinging it off the cuff every week?
No.
That's my job.
Yeah, that's
Touche.
that's what we have him for. No, I'm just always so used to
Doing
it's
it
probably
yourself?
it's probably twofold. So normally you join me on the couch, and also normally you're on your phone. So like it's just weird to see you sitting in a chair and have it. You look stately and authoritative.
Oh, shit, I can't have this.
Right?
No.
God, no.
No.
Well, all right. I guess I better go ahead and break that cycle. I need to get drunk.
Here, let's shotgun one of those hams.
Dear God. No.
Well, I mean, coming back onto the
What?
Porsche topic,
Yeah, reel this shit back in.
there's a Porsche Boxster in Lemons now.
Isn't it the first one ever?
Yeah, it should be.
Yes.
I mean, somebody found a screaming deal on a crashed in stolen a Porsche Boxster.
Hey, man, how it got there is really irrelevant.
Just the fact that it's $500.
Yeah.
Good
they're
to go.
they're claiming that they got it for a screaming deal, and they're also claiming that they got a second shell for what they claimed was free.
Dollars? 100?
Free.
Oh,
Free 99.
free. They said-
Free.
I thought it was the number that comes after 2.
No.
That's what I thought you said.
No, that's tree.
The
True.
fuck?
I got tree fitty.
About tree fitty.
Sometimes you just need $350.
Damn.
Just saying.
Anyways.
So, like, I know. Okay, I like the Boxster for a couple of reasons. I mean, it was the car that saved Porsche.
It was
in
because
North America.
after the
specifically.
993, they were not doing well.
They were not in a good
Well,
place.
I mean, they were borderline unattainable.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
like as much as celebrated as that car is now, I mean, they couldn't get rid of the cars back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, okay, I really like them from a number of different standpoints, actually. I mean, I like the 986 chassis you can use a lot of 993 hardware off of.
I guess so. I guess I
Spec-
more correlate that with 996s because the M96 motor that had the IMS issues came in both 986 and 996.
If I recall correctly, in Spec 986, the Spec Boxster series,
Yeah.
you are allowed to use a GT3 front fascia, sway bars, and I believe brakes.
I mean, a lot of Porsche parts are interchangeable even with Volkswagen products. So,
Well,
like,
I mean, for obvious reasons.
yeah, I mean, you can buy a Cayenne brake kit and put it on your Golf.
Right, exactly.
Why you would if you're not doing any track time, I don't ever understand. But
If I cared
that's
to
what
put,
I've been saying for years.
Yeah, scene points. If I cared to put large enough wheels and tires on my Golf, I would have Porsche brakes on it.
Yeah, but you don't have that much wheel
But
well room.
I can't. Yeah,
You have to make custom tubs for that, Dave.
I can't. Yeah, I can't fit anything under 15-inch wheels, and I'm not going anything bigger than 15-inch wheels. So,
Way to be.
yeah, right. But no, I mean, there are a lot of things that you can. There's a lot of parts been sharing from the quote unquote good Porsches for the Boxster,
Right.
and I like it because it's mid-engine, not rear-engine.
Yeah.
The parts are hilariously cheap.
Really?
Like I have seen repair bills for wear items on a non-S, a base model Boxster. Like brakes, an oil change,
Yeah.
sway bar bushings, and
Links and stuff,
compare that to the same year Honda Accord,
Yeah.
and the numbers are shockingly similar.
Are you talking about parts only, not labor?
Well, I mean, even the labor is not that
I
much.
get. I'm just thinking about how things are laid out in those cars.
Well, I mean,
I guess they can be fairly easy access, actually, because you can lift
Well, I mean, obviously-
a cover, and you can access the top. And
right. Well, I mean, obviously
you can go
you're
in from the bottom pretty easily.
Well, I
can't
mean,
you?
you're not going to be doing valve cover gaskets on a Porsche the same way you're going to be doing them on a Honda. That's just that's logic.
Yeah,
I mean,
horizontally
you've got-
versus inline.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You could do it in 10 minutes, swilling a beer on an Accord.
Right.
You got to actually do some surgery in a
But those
Porsche.
are, I mean, that's more specialty wear items, right? That's not just like oil changes and.
Right. Well, I mean, your average oil change. I did oil changes on Boxsters all the time.
Yeah.
When I worked at a shop, and the bill's no different. I mean, because just as many people came in and wanted full synthetic in their Accord.
Yeah. Well,
Brake pads are super cheap for Boxsters. They're actually cheaper than a Honda Accord.
What I do find hilarious, a very good buddy of mine and a friend of the program, I guess, Chance Hales. Yeah, Mike is nodding in approval. So he dailies a BRZ, and his wife dailies an orange, I think 2008, so I would make it a 987 Boxster.
Right.
And they daily those cars, and people will talk to them in like a Lowe's parking lot or something.
Right.
And they'll be like, I can't believe, you daily this or whatever, or I can't believe you have this, it must be really expensive. It's like, no, your Camry is worth well more than this.
Yeah, exactly. It's surprising to me to think that you could buy a 2010 Camry for the same price that you can buy
a 987 Cayman.
Exactly.
Because you can get those for mid-20s easy.
Right.
I've seen them go for low 20s.
It's shocking to me, but I'm a cheap ass, which is why I like the Boxster, because that's the way that I can be, I can entry level myself into a Porsche.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I could do it on my budget.
You can do it in 986 too.
Exactly. I mean, I can get a 98. I can get an S.
You could get a 986
well in my budget.
non-S for probably $5,000.
I mean,
5 to 7.
You can even, if you don't care about having a manual transmission, you can get an automatic non-S for like $3-4 grand.
Running?
Yeah, running and driving on KSL. They're out there. Over the summer, I was looking at several of them for under $5,000.
Starting to think some things over now.
Do it.
Nah.
Do it. Do it.
So
Do it.
sell the Outback for a fucking Boxster.
Do it.
That's the
Do it.
ultimate quarter life crisis right there.
Do it.
And then you got to put a luggage rack on the back, like
Oh, I totally would.
the engine bonnet.
Yeah.
Gotta.
Oh,
get,
yeah.
Get you one of those super dope yak baskets.
Yeah. It is funny though how practical the Caymans are. I mean,
So I've heard.
Yeah, we took a road trip. I went with my buddy Stradman and my other buddy Clayton with Summit Auto Lab. And I'm just going to shamelessly plug Clayton because he does awesome work. He does tinting and vinyl and
Oh, right on.
paint protection and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's up by Park City and doesn't charge an ass load for work.
Oh, good.
He's like half the price of Lux.
Oh, cool.
Envision. Yeah,
Okay,
super rad dude.
Right on.
Good buddy of mine. A couple of years ago, we went down to Zion and my buddy Stradman's Gallardo
Okay.
and went camping in a Gallardo.
Well, I mean, that kind of is something he would do, so not surprised.
And so, yeah, we went in that in the Cayman. We actually stuck most of our gear in the Cayman, which we kind of had to because it's not a lot of room in the Gallardo. And I don't think he had the roof box yet. I don't think.
When was this?
April 2016. I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
I don't think he did.
No.
He should have. That would have been great.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went in those two cars, and people were, floored, and they were just like,
Of course.
yeah, we were driving on sand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I mean, Zion. It's
yeah,
all it
well,
is.
that was at Little Sahara.
Oh, okay.
we camped at Little Sahara in a Gallardo and a Cayman.
Okay.
But yeah, we would just pop the hatch in the Cayman, just throw a bunch of shit back there, and it had a front trunk or a frunk, as Tesla likes to say. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you want a Porsche for a mid to low 20s and want something that's still kind of practical, get yourself a Cayman S.
I mean, it's
There you go.
Because the base Caymans were dog shit slow until about 6K.
Damn.
And then you have 1,000 RPM of power, and then you have to shift again.
okay. Well, I mean, some minor modifications and a reflash could probably take care of that.
Yeah, I bet. I wonder if there are hotter cams you can get for that.
I'm sure.
Probably
there
hotter
are.
cams and then intakes. Oh my god, an intake on that motor is so good. The M97
I can
motor.
imagine the noises those make.
Yeah.
Is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of several reasons I like the Boxster as well.
That's a reason to own a Porsche in the first place. It's taken me a while to realize this, but I believe being into Porsches and 911s is kind of what steered me. Not directly, but indirectly to kind of where I am with like how I enjoy cars. It's all about the feel and the dynamic and the experience, the driving experience.
Oh, drink.
Of driving a car. It's because the wail that you get from if you drive a 911 with an intake on it, it's pretty. It's next level.
I imagine so.
So and they perfected their steering feel and clutch engagement and shifter feel and all that jazz. So about to crack open another cold one with the boys.
Another hams
from the land of sky blue waters.
Where's this shit from?
Like Milwaukee or some shit.
Oh, right.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. Milwaukee.
America's classic premium
Don't get
beer,
fancy on
born
me.
in the land of sky blue waters.
Don't you tell me how to live my fucking life.
Damn.
As fancy as I want.
Fight me IRL.
Oh, hey, look at that. This proudly says Union Made right here on the can.
Damn right.
I'm amazed this 24-pack was $12. If it's Union Made, I should be paying like $35. And I should be disappointed with it.
You should be.
But you're not.
But I'm not. I'm happy.
Hey,
Thank you, Hams.
Hey, man, them beer folk care about their product. Unlike some people
How
at some places in the 90s.
Damn. Have you guys ever watched the show How Beer Saved the World?
No, but I am convinced it did save the world.
It's done a lot.
You guys have to watch that. Total side note. It was like on the History Channel or something. It was like some huge thing.
Wait, was the History Channel actually talking about
The History Channel
They do
was
that every now and
actually
again.
talking about history, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So very weird.
Yeah, I know. Thanks and
Shocking,
stuff.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of TV things,
Oh,
so on Amazon Prime, I watched some documentary. It's a couple years old. It's about F1 and kind of how it's changed throughout the years, and specifically the safety stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's God, it had all of the great drivers. Jackie Stewart. You had Sterling Moss in there, Jackie Ickx. They even had a brief cameo from Jensen Button and youthful Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
was this made in like 08, 09?
it's like, well, it was probably filmed then. Let me see if I can quick pull it up on my phone, because if I pull it up on the PS4, we're going to kill the tunes. If I pull it up on the laptop, we're going to...
Well, let's not kill this aesthetic, because I am digging it.
It's good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Retro Wave Outrun playlist on Spotify.
Oh, yeah, that's like that 1,300 song massive playlist.
Well, so there are two. There's the private one, which is that one, and then there's the Spotify curated one, which I think is only 100 songs, and that's this one.
Gotcha. Oh, I should get into that then.
I'm subscribed to both of them, but whenever I fire up Spotify on my PS4, the Spotify curated one's the only one that pops up. It's annoying.
Interesting.
Yep. So, yeah, but also on Amazon Prime, I think either the end of this week or next week, they will be premiering their show that they did with McLaren Honda F1 last season. It's like Grand Prix or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I watched the preview for it.
And?
Oh, God.
Awful?
It's one of those things where it's just like,
it's so sad.
Yeah. Oh, so the movie I'm talking about, it's called One, the movie. So, and it's narrated by Michael Fassbender. That was pretty fucking awesome. That was a good watch.
Interesting.
Yeah, but no, if I'm remembering right, because it's been a minute since I watched the minute teaser for the the Grand Prix McLaren thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it follows them through preseason testing and up until the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah.
When Fernando Alonso and
when it all went so wrong.
When he was complaining in preseason testing that he was 20 miles an hour slower than everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, it's I think it wasn't 24-hour war. It was the Road to Le Mans or something, where it was
Okay.
a few years ago. It's on that's on Amazon too. They followed Porsche, Audi, and Nissan, their LM, P1 Pro teams, as they developed the cars, and everybody got ready for that. I think it was the 2015 race or 2014-2015 race. Yeah, and it was just knowing what happens. It's just so sad to see the team boss at Nissan be so hopeful.
It's like watching that TV show that the main character dies at the end of the series, but
Exactly.
you still watch it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those, it's like, oh, I know you're going to die, but just watching him being so hopeful and everything is just, it's like, oh, no.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, no. I know you didn't actually make the grid for the race. Like, you had to start from the garage. Not even the pit, the garage. Oh, no.
So, PCar.
Yo.
I just pulled up KSL,
Oh, Jesus.
and I
God.
searched the Porsche Boxster and Cayman, and sorted price low to high.
Okay, I would be more interested in Cayman because I've always liked the lines of hardtops more than convertibles, but
Okay.
also practicality
Well,
reasons.
let me let you know then.
I haven't looked at Cayman prices recently, so things might have dropped in the last year or so.
The cheapest Cayman on KSL is actually, of all places, listed in Blackfoot, Idaho.
Well, close enough.
It's an 07 Cayman S, silver,
Okay.
94,000 miles.
What color's the interior?
Let me look. It's dark, at least from what I can tell.
Okay, it's promising. Gearbox.
Let's see here. Auto manual, so
Not PDK.
not PDK.
That's still Tiptronic.
Yep. Anywho, you're looking at clean title, 95,000 miles. Take a shot. What do you think it's worth?
What it's worth or what they're asking?
Okay, what are they?
What are they
asking?
asking? I'm going to say 17?
You're almost spot on. They're asking 17.9, and that's at a dealership.
Okay.
It's black interior, silver exterior.
All right.
For an automatic S, you said?
Yeah, an automatic S.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's got an aftermarket stereo in it.
Rad.
So, I'm actually kind of surprised that it's only $18,000. The cheapest Boxster,
Yeah, I'm curious now.
the shit that I go after, cheapest Boxster, actually has a manual transmission. Even
Ooh.
it's a base 5-speed Boxster,
Okay.
109,000 miles in Farmington,
Okay.
Alpine white with a black top, and black.
Ooh.
I'm assuming black interior. Rebuilt, restored title.
Not surprised.
Not surprised at all.
Nope.
I'm actually curious why. It doesn't say why it's a salvage.
And it's
title.
not branded either, so it has to be an actual reason.
Yeah, rebuilt, reconstructed. Let me.
I wonder if there's frame damage or something.
I don't
from
know.
like a rear end.
It's got
Probably.
that dove gray looking interior in it.
Yeah, that awful 996 era of gray.
Yes. So gray and black.
I've never liked that color.
Again, 109,000 miles, and it is a manual transmission.
How much?
$4,200.
Oh, I might just do that tomorrow.
Right? well,
Fuck.
well,
I
gentlemen,
would expect that price to probably go up come like May or so. For
Well, I
people
mean-
to get
Oh, yeah.
ready for if it doesn't sell.
Mind you, that it is an RR titled car. Now,
True.
I'm
Well-
going to look at the next one, which is silver with the basketball glove, brownish red interior.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
110,000 miles,
Okay.
manual transmission,
Clean title.
clean title car.
I'm gonna say 5,600.
You're getting really good at this because it's 5,900.
Oh.
5,900 for a clean title manual with red interior,
Yeah.
and it's a good looking car. Honestly, it's clean. There's no damage that I can see. It is a base. It's not an S,
Well,
obviously.
Well, I
But,
don't think they came out of the basket or out of the
Ooh.
I don't think
Yeah.
they came out of the oven with an S model in line. I believe they only came with the base for a few years.
Yeah, for the Boxster. I remember the Cayman, you could only get
Well, when the Cayman came out, you could buy both at once.
Yeah.
I guess I should also say these first two were 97s, so
I
it
was gonna
should be
say
like the
97
second year of them.
I want to say like 97 to like almost like 99 or 2000. There was only a base model,
Right.
and then I think like 2000 or 2001 there might have been an S.
Okay.
Because that's also like 2002 is when they started coming out with the Cayenne.
Right.
And when that happened, they had the S and the turbo
Got
models
it.
only. And so if they're releasing more S cars, they would probably release more for other or models. Rather.
Well, and here's another one for you, PCar.
Yes.
This one's listed as blue, even though it shows as black in all the pictures.
Okay.
Or actually a really, really dark
Are
charcoal.
you going to ask me for a price?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you for another price.
I
This
promise. I swear to God, I haven't been looking.
This is a 2004 Boxster.
Okay.
So it's the facelift.
It's a facelifted 986. still.
Right.
Yeah.
Facelift 986.
Yeah.
Manual transmission. Black interior. 93,000 miles. They listed this as a Spider, which I mean, this doesn't look like an S.
The only
It's just-
Spider that happened was like in 2010, 2011.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
The
figuring.
one that James May drove.
Yes. With the camping tent.
Good looking car.
when-
I don't know if this lip kit is the facelift deal for the 986.
I don't think so.
I don't. I'm trying to think
But,
of an actual facelift for the 986. What that looked like.
But-
Actually, no. I think that is. I think that
Okay.
is.
Is that just a facelift?
I think the headlights were
Okay.
a little different on the.
Okay, well this has projectors instead of the weird reflectors that
Yeah.
the late 90s ones had.
I'm gonna guess 7400,
You're swinging a little bit high on that.
69.
6250.
Oh, I wanted to be 69.
We all did. We all did.
Gavin, what I'm getting at is why doesn't PCar own a PCar?
Because reasons.
I like my Subaru.
No.
Yeah, dude, it's paid for. Don't even bother getting rid of it. Just go buy a Boxster for fuck's sake.
I don't have money, dude.
Hey, you know the funny thing about that is banks do.
Oh, fuck. That's a rabbit hole. I would rather, if I was to go down a rabbit hole like that, I'd just go higher and just get a Golf R.
You're just gonna go ahead and swing for the bushes and.
I'd rather get something for like, like a Mark 6 Golf R for like 25.
Okay.
Then mod the shit out of it.
Okay, all right.
I'd go 450T for like
I
another
mean-
8K.
But I mean, like, I could totally get down with the like $80 a month payment on a Boxster.
That's true. You know what's great about my position though is I can drive around a hoopty Outback and drive other people's cars that I don't have to pay for.
There you go.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
I'll buy gas, but I don't have to pay $80 a month for something I don't own
There you
or
go.
that I don't drive all the time.
Well,
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's that.
well,
And I would like to personally thank everyone who has let me drive their cars in the last few years or so because it's given me great joy.
I mean, and we've had a few repeat offenders too.
yes.
I mean, Vinny's let you drive a couple of his cars.
I only drove his Camaro like 3 times.
Okay.
Only 3 times.
Only 3 times. Well, you were assuming that I've driven the GTR and I haven't.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. Okay.
No, I filmed it and that was a lot of fun. And I would love to do maybe a driving experience thing because it's a stage 2 car. It's like 700 wheels.
Hey, Vinny, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, shove, shove.
Speaking of Vinny.
Yeah, his livery.
He's getting a livery done for his Spec Z
I'm
car.
it looks so good.
And
this excites us.
Yes.
because we are in the livery.
Yes.
Now he's using the 80s throwback, the
Yes.
one we're using for 2018. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, the brand new
Awesome.
one.
Yeah.
Did you have to
Awesome.
contact him about that, or did he just pick that up?
He just said, "Hey, do you mind if I use it?" And I said, "Yeah." And then
You're like, no, I encourage it.
and then like things happened because I was going to send him, like a big like proper high res one. But
Sure.
then, things happened and hospital trips and all that shit.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, he posted the render on his Instagram today and it just looks really awesome. But
It looks great. So
yeah.
thank you, Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny, if you want us to send you the high res one or, we got a couple other options,
Sure.
feel free to let us know.
Yeah.
Go right ahead and send them your way because that is really fucking awesome. But speaking of,
Go ahead.
okay, well, speaking of the awesome question mark.
It is awesome. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I mean, okay,
It's
so
just an experimental phase, okay?
It's just a thing, Mom.
and please knock next time.
Anyways.
Wow.
So we have on the agenda from Trent, the shadowy billionaire.
Ah, yes. Hi, Trent. Trent from Sandy.
Yes, hello. The return of the blue interior? Question mark.
Well, he's talking about the new RS6 and Nagaro Blue, right?
No, he doesn't actually mention that at all. The
Carry on.
The 10th anniversary RCF and GSF, they will have a blue interior option.
10th anniversary of what?
I don't know.
The
Something?
GS has been around, but the RC hasn't.
I mean, whatever.
Didn't they launch? Didn't they launch F?
Yeah, it's the F.
Because
There
the
you go.
ISF came out 10 years ago. That
Yeah.
makes
Right.
sense. That
Which-
makes sense.
By the way, I would rock the shit out of like an early ISF.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
Have you heard those with an exhaust?
Oh,
That
God, yeah.
exhaust and an intake, I'm sure they're just screamers.
That's all I needed to do.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be as good as an M car. I don't care. It'll sound better.
As much as I hate to admit it, Toyota knows how to build a V8.
Yes, they do.
Someone.
I still hate 1UZs. 1UZs aren't real V8s.
Well,
but
it's funny you say that because someone did a 1UZ swap of a Mark IV Supra
of course I did.
Of course,
with
why not?
with ITBs.
Yeah, they did. that
Old
was
news.
that was an interesting 5 minutes on the internet.
Yes,
That was a good day.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I'm all about a V8 with a throttle sticking out the top of it.
But I mean that 5.0 that's in the the LF or sorry, it's not the LFA, the ISF
Yeah.
and the GSF
yeah,
and the RCF.
yeah,
I guess.
it's great.
I don't. Is it
sounds-
the same motor in all three platforms?
maybe slight tweaks in the later,
But
latter
more
two?
or less the same.
As far as I know. I mean, we're lovers, not experts. We don't know everything off the top
If
of our
we're
head.
wrong and if you want to call us out on our shit, send us an email at mailbag@camautomag.com.
Or just comment on this, because it's always fun to read those.
Yeah.
You
So everyone can see.
Yep. Let us know how right you are and how wrong we are.
I mean, it happens.
Yep. Oh, okay. So,
This actually looks really good.
it does look good. Like, it doesn't look like the shitty powder blue faded stuff that you see in, like Continentals from the 70s.
I mean, that stuff's still cool, too.
Yeah. In a, somebody probably did coke in here way. But, yeah, it doesn't look bad. So, only 240 10th Anniversary Edition RCFs will be built, corresponding to the number of U.S. Lexus dealers, while the 10th Anniversary GSF is limited to just 100 units. So,
Well, because people don't buy GSs.
no. Well, I know two guys who did.
I know one.
Yeah. One of them got rid of it and got an LS. So, anyway, so it's looking like there are going to be 340 cars with 340 Lexuses with the blue interior.
And is this just an interior package? Is that really what it is?
I think it's an interior option for
well,
the
so-
F-Sport car.
So
Right.
Here's what it is. This, from what I'm gathering from this article, is that this is unique to the 10th anniversary cars. They will be nebula gray, matte exterior, polished black 19-inch wheels, blue brake calipers, and blue carbon fiber trim, and blue leather accents. So,
All right.
yeah,
It looks great,
it does.
I think.
Yeah.
And Lincoln is bringing back blue interior.
Yes, they
with
are.
Are
their-
they?
with their
In the
Black
Continental?
Label cars.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, that's...
Well, and then Audi. I mean, this is Europe only, but their RS6 Avant Nagaro Blue, which is like a 700 horsepower wagon.
Yes,
Yes.
That's got a full on. It's almost like a Mansory kind of blue.
Ooh.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a car that deserves a blue interior.
Well, 'cause
Wagons, estates.
Well, that's a historic color with Audi.
Yes,
I mean,
it
going
is.
back to the B5 S4s.
Yes, that's still one of my favorite Audi colors ever.
Yeah. That and
So-
Imola yellow.
Yes,
And-
Emola yellow,
Nardo
or
gray.
Nagaro blue. Nardo gray is okay,
Or primer gray, as my
Yeah.
boss likes to call them.
right?
Yeah,
Or you take the pearl out of it and it's just Battleship.
Yeah. Wait, there's pearl in Nagaro or in Nardo gray.
I guess I'm no, but anywho,
whatever.
I like blue interiors.
Yeah.
I've got my '79 Volvo has blue leather, thanks to Cam superfan Zach Schaefer,
Hi, Zach.
who sold me an '86 Volvo with really nice blue leather to put
Nice.
back into my car.
Okay, question. This can only just be a quick one. so we don't go on a huge tangent. However,
It's going to happen anyway.
speaking of cars that have had blue interiors in the past, what do you think about Subaru making the STI TS, which is like their track sport or whatever car?
All right.
It's an STI they're selling for $48,000
Oh, so
before destination.
gotcha. So it's going to be a $60K car.
No, well, I mean it's 50. It should be 50.
50s. Yeah.
Anywho.
Good for them.
They're going to sell it with a vape.
Cool.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
the differences are they're finally getting Bilsteins.
oh, okay,
Bilstein suspension,
them long enough.
carbon roof,
okay,
Cool. Like full carbon or just a carbon skin?
full carbon.
Good.
It's going to be actually rigid,
Good.
and then better tires, I think, and it's going to come with Brembos because all of the new STIs come with Brembos.
of course.
Like 4-pot in the front, 2 in the rear, and like I think different exhaust valves. So like it has it's made like 5 more horsepower. So nothing.
So they've finally gotten around to building an Evo 9 MR competitor. I appreciate this.
For $50,000.
Snap.
It's kind of a far better interior than any Evo ever made.
Well,
I mean, at the heart of it, the Evo's just a Lancer, and also
Yeah.
at the heart of it, the STI is just an Impreza.
yeah. But my point
Yeah.
with that comment was the Evo 9 MR.
Yeah, but the Lancer was a front-wheel drive platform, though, to start. Whereas the Imprezas have always been all-wheel drive.
I mean,
You can get them front-wheel drive.
unless you go older than 1996.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you're right, but that was fucking 20 years ago.
We've all almost fell for like the
Fight me in
$1,000
real life.
93L, thinking we were getting a steal. Gonna build ourselves a 22B clone. No.
I mean, that's the car I would build a 22B clone out of.
Well, yeah. I mean,
is
that's
like
what-
the 93 auto front-wheel drive Brighton coupe piece of shit.
Well, I think that's what.
Doesn't even have a tack and a cigarette lighter.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what GST Motorsports, their Impreza.
Yeah,
started like
Gary.
this.
Yeah, Gary Sheehan's car is actually originally a front-wheel drive Brighton coupe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's one of the fastest time attack cars in North America.
Yes. And I
So-
love it.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't realize that you swap the rear subframe and the fuel tank, and it's an all-wheel drive car again.
Yeah. But, you know.
Like, it's really not an issue.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just one of
It's
those.
like no. Subaru was so lazy they offered you a front-wheel drive car. It's not like they engineered a front-wheel drive car for like the seething money-saving connoisseurs.
Right.
No,
That's
no,
funny,
they were
though.
just like, oh, we're not going to give you one gauge, and we're not going to give you 2 more half shafts and a diff.
Yeah.
Right.
it's whatever.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, but, I mean.
I actually really want to know if in an automatic front-wheel drive Brighton coupe, if they left the front-wheel drive fuse holder in the engine bay.
God, I hope so.
Pull the fuse, nothing happens. I mean, I manual swapped my car. I left the fuse box there.
Attaboy.
It still says front-wheel drive. It's all crusty. There's no fuse in it.
You know.
Nice.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Sorry.
tangents.
Tangent.
Tangent on tangent on tangent.
Tangentception.
What we
Space, 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 space.
Damn.
Awful. Just absolutely awful.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, so, yeah, there we go. I kind of hope some more of these. I don't want to see it as like a full-on like option on everything, but I wouldn't mind seeing more kind of crazy color interiors
I agree.
on like.
I agree. Maybe something that matches a fairly radical exterior color or an uncommon exterior color.
Yeah.
Maybe say you get like a limited edition red car and you get a lot of red in your car, or you buy something that's like lime green, and so you get some green accents, or like a green steering wheel or green seat.
Or green centers, like in a seat, like where it's black on the side.
Exactly.
I can see green or
Exactly.
maybe orange.
I mean,
to it,
orange.
dare I
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Or, like-
Yellow.
Yeah.
The blue is definitely an understated one.
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
really like a lot of blue interiors. My
Yeah.
favorite blue interior has to be the blue that's in Suzuka Blue S2000s.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
Or Trent's blue.
His
his isn't a stock color, is it?
it's not in this country.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's Monte Carlo blue.
Okay,
So,
Gotcha.
which is
gotcha.
I think a factory paint color you get in Japan, but
Got it.
So
Got it.
yeah,
But no,
Roger
I
that.
really like the Suzuka Blue interior in
Yeah.
S2000s.
yeah, that was a great color. I was always a fan of like the white with just the painful bright red.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah, that is so Roadster.
So aggressive.
I mean, I imagine Honda offered the N600 or the S600 that way.
Oh God! Like if they didn't, that's terrible.
Right. And I feel like that's what influenced a lot of those choices
Oh yeah.
in those cars.
Okay, but what about zebra stripe seats?
I mean,
Or like the old like confetti stuff from the
Do you-
Hondas.
do you
Well,
also
I was thinking about just the Beat, like the Honda Beat, the
Okay.
zebra
Yeah.
seats and that.
I mean, those are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Why can't
It
car
was
companies
different.
be more radwood?
Because it's not 1995 anymore.
Make cars radwood again.
Because we've moved on, Gavin.
All right.
History teaches us that man learns nothing from history, and it is bound to repeat itself.
So give it another 10 years.
Exactly.
All right, cool.
The 80s will be back in fashion in due time.
In fashion, it already has been. I'm just thinking cars.
Don't worry, we'll get there. We're going to see a whole bunch of shit that in 30 years people are going to be talking about how great they were, when in reality it was just kind of utilitarian garbage.
Yep.
So,
Pontiac. They don't even make those anymore.
Saturn, lol.
Aww.
OMG, base model Taurus.
Oh, shit. Taurus Challenge.
Drink.
Like, a show I can see getting excited for, but just like, a regular-ass Taurus.
Why are you talking shit on my Sable GS, dog? Step off.
Sorry. Don't mean to disrespect the Nautica edition.
Oh, shit.
Put some respect on my name.
You better put some respect on my name. Put some respect.
Damn. Let's see. Last thing on the agenda. I
That
think-
we're going to touch on.
Well, yeah. So, the other thing that happened over the weekend was the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. That thing.
Yeah, that thing that I.
You know.
That thing that has car advertisements on it.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, except I didn't watch any of it.
All I did is watch the halftime show while I was like slightly hungover and definitely overfilled on food in a casino in Las Vegas.
Attaboy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the commercials, and yeah, I didn't watch any of the game. So,
Tide had a brilliant ad. I've only been watching ads after the Super Bowl as they've been published on YouTube.
yeah, that's. All I know is that Ram ran an ad with an excerpt from a Martin Luther King Jr.
Yep.
sermon that, in the context of the ad, like it just doesn't pay any attention to what the whole sermon was actually about, and kind
course.
of So, yeah, whoever holds the rights to Martin Luther King speeches signed off on it. The King Foundation
I'd be
did not.
God fucking ashamed of themselves.
They don't care. They're trying to make money.
That's too bad.
Yeah, the King Foundation didn't sign off on it. The Living King Children did not sign off
Of course
on
they
it.
didn't.
But because, they don't have the rights to some of his speeches and sermons and stuff like that, they couldn't really stop it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Just people making fools of themselves.
Yeah. Well, FCA came out with a statement saying that, oh, no, the rights holder signed off on it, and they were super stoked about it. It's like, that's not the point, though. That is your... Yeah. Do you hear that whooshing noise? Yeah. There you go, FCA.
That's all your customers leaving you.
God. It's just...
It's okay. It means I can get a cheap RAM.
Attaboy. Yeah, so... Well,
Yeah, because they're so attractive now.
I mean, I still want to bag a ProMaster City.
well, yeah.
A what?
The Ram ProMaster City.
Eh,
It's a little Fiat delivery vehicle.
yeah.
Oh, those things.
Those things.
Yeah.
They're super cool.
Yeah, they're
They
awesome.
they come in like 9 mundane colors. They're really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect for you to slap the logo for your plumbing company on the side of.
Exactly. I mean, I was thinking we wrap one in like metallic rose gold flake vinyl and then slap Cam Automag across the side.
I mean, listen, we're going to be trying to do that with the Mazda 5 here soon, so...
Like I'm super down with that.
Well, maybe not wrap it, but, throw a bunch of Cam stuff on there. And
Sure.
this ever-growing pile of stickers I have from...
Why
all
aren't
the
we going to
various
wrap
enemies.
it? We know so many people.
Because maybe I don't want to wrap it right now. Maybe when I want to wrap it, I'm waiting for the right color to strike me.
Maybe you should just find a white one and then just take like red like packing tape and just stripes down the side.
Wow.
Just all along the side.
Which reminds me, I went to
Wow.
high school with somebody that had a duct tape K car.
Good.
A Plymouth Reliant convertible
Wow.
Ooh.
that was top to bottom duct tape.
Well, it's because it was structurally critical to the car.
I imagine that may have been a fair portion of it.
I mean, that's,
Regardless.
that's what you
Also
need for it.
aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Sure.
So aesthetic.
Indeed. So, yeah, don't really have much to say on the Super Bowl ads because we haven't watched any of them really.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chirp gave some answers. I'm not sure if this makes any sense to anyone. Vikings because long hair and beards don't care. Runner-up Jeep anti-manifesto, and it's nice to see Emo still alive even if he is in a Kia. And that doesn't sit right with me at all, even if he does have some mighty-looking pork chops.
So you talking about Emmitt Smith?
I think it might be an Emerson Fittipaldi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chirp, what the fuck, man? You are all over the board right here.
Don't worry, on Thursday he's going to send me a text yelling at me.
He's probably just going to yell at me in the chat.
He's going to yell at us all in the
He
chat.
is.
Camp shenanigans.
That's what it was.
It's just going to happen, and I've just come to terms with it.
Yep.
Chirp doesn't like a lot of the things I say.
He doesn't like a lot.
Same with
He doesn't
Trent.
like a lot of things, period.
He doesn't seem to like any of us, yet here he is.
I'm still going to give him a hug every time I see him.
Right? We're still going to call him at some point.
Because he's
Big
still
old
mature.
bear hug.
Yep.
Exactly.
Indeed.
We'll
So,
figure it out.
Yep.
Didn't
So-
he wear a fucking Motorhead shirt when he was here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking metal.
Chirp is the coolest old man of the group.
Yeah.
Old. Quote,
Quote,
old.
unquote.
I mean, the boy's got some miles on him.
I mean, isn't he Trent's age?
I hope not, because I'm Trent's age.
Okay, well, isn't he your age?
I don't think so.
I mean, you
think,
guys are older than me by a couple years, but...
I mean, I think he might be a bit older than us.
All right, guys. Professor Dave, question of the week. Guess how old Chirp is? Just by what he says.
Yeah, next week
His incoherent ramblings.
we'll flap to Seattle, cut him in half, and count the rings, and get an answer for you.
All right, super cool. Hey,
Yep.
does alcohol have any effect on how many rings? Because I have a feeling there's going to be a few blurry spots,
I mean, listen,
and I may or may not have been involved in a few of those blurry spots.
they're just gonna look kind of weird.
I've got a picture of you passed out on your own bathroom floor. I'll drink to that too.
To Chirp.
To Chirp.
Yes. Anyway, real quick before we get on to the CAMcast question of the week, let's get to an email.
Hey.
Luke Dreyer's still alive.
Hey,
Hi, Luke.
Professor Luke.
I want to drive your car again.
We all want to drive your car.
Yeah.
I really do. Let's see. Dear CAMcast, sorry for not writing for the last month, but I'm sure you guys understand life happens.
Yep.
Oh, hell yes, I do.
We do, sir.
Oh, God,
Boy,
yes.
do we ever.
I missed out on 2 topics, and I feel like I have some trump cards to play.
Oh.
Oh.
The love bug.
We call these presidential notes.
Yeah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
The love
Fuck
bug.
you.
You know... God damn.
0 to 150 real quick.
At 150 to 0 real quick, because that wall came up out of nowhere.
Damn.
Hey, Bobby. Wall.
Oh, my God. I think we're all just going to go ahead and pack up and walk away from PCar. Here you go, buddy.
Just going to go ahead and turn you off right now.
Damn.
Aww.
Bye.
Oh, you just got faded out.
Yeah, fuck.
Learn your lesson. Think on your sins.
Gotta drink on my sins, boy.
All right, I'll drink to that.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey. Your sins are delicious. Anywho, back to Luke.
Turn up, Gavin.
You're out of timeout.
Dear CAMcast, sorry for not running for the last month, but I'm sure you guys understand life happens. I missed out on 2 topics, and I feel I have some trump cards to play. As Gavin kicks the remote off the couch.
I didn't kick it. I put my feet up on the couch and it fell off, okay?
Ergo, you kicked it.
As Gavin is kicking things in my house.
I will turn this coffee table around.
I'm not a man of means, Gavin. Please don't destroy my things.
I think we may have almost broken Gavin right there.
Gavin's melting down.
He's trying.
He's chewing on his fingers.
He's trying. What the fuck, Gavin?
Get the portal gun.
Where's the portal gun?
It's up there.
God damn it, where's the portal gun?
It's up on top of the gun.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Go grab it. The love bug. You know damn well you have a soft spot for Herbie. the Wraith.
Okay.
This featured the Dodge M4S.
My turn. No, we're back. Okay, cool.
This featured the Dodge M4S, and the car still kicks ass today. Oh, God, if you actually dove into the wall.
That would have been amazing.
It's like the kids that are that go to that train station in London and try to jump through the 9 3/4 stop.
I'm going to finish this letter, and then I'm going to tell you a dumb realization that kind of shocked me.
All right, Luke.
Lastly, Death Race with Jason Statham is a must-watch.
Okay.
Whatever. I prefer the OG Death Race 2000.
Yeah, I do as well.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
David Carradine and such.
Damn right. If I have one car to go one lap in, I'm going to Black Rock Desert, Nevada, and
Oh.
racing the Thrust supersonic car.
Okay.
Why? Because breaking the sound barrier in a car sounds pretty badass.
I mean, yeah, I'll go with that.
Yep. Anyway, keep up the great work, and I'll see you guys around. P.S. I'm supposed to remind you to slug Pizza Dad for suggesting you buy another VW product.
Oh, okay.
We'll get around to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take care of that off the show.
Yeah, we'll hit him next time we see him.
Off record.
Yeah, so I went to do laundry the other day, and after I'd complained vehemently about the shitty all detergent packs and the weird powder that they have in them, fusing my shit together,
Oh yeah.
open up laundry room door,
Yeah.
Tide Pods staring me
Yes.
in the face.
Yes.
Well, you know what to do.
Eat him.
Had 5 or 6 of them, and here we are. Everything looks purple.
You're surprisingly coherent.
Well, you know.
Is this how you clean your sins from the inside out?
Well, I mean, the book didn't have any answers.
Damn it. Do not consume. So I'm going to eat this, guys. Check this shit out.
There is, I think Atlas Obscura shared an article on Facebook explaining why, people eat Tide Pods, kind of the reasoning behind why somebody would say, well, this looks interesting.
It's because the colors resemble what we think food should look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like a giant gusher. You know,
Yeah.
a thing that totally occurs in nature.
Fucking hell.
Well, anyway, on to the CAMcast question of the week.
Wow. And it was submitted by
Trent, the shadowy billionaire.
Trent from Sandy.
Yes.
Trent from Sandy.
And he gives us a perfectly topical question considering it has been unseasonably warm.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
and he was also the poster child of
yes.
of our Tuesday post.
Yep. His question is, what is the most fun you've had in a car in the snow? And, yeah. I mean, in the Viper, the photo is of him in his 93 Viper RT10 sliding around in a snow-covered parking lot on Dodge Dakota wheels.
Yeah, it was some Bro Dozer 17s or 18s with snow tires on them.
Yep.
For a Dakota.
Yep, because Vipers and Dakotas share the same hubs.
Yes, they do.
Also, fun fact, first-gen CTSVs share the same hubs with Silverados.
Hey, how about that?
Yep.
Who'd have thought?
That's why the first gens are all 6-lug.
Gotta love it.
Anyway, so put this on cam, and I also threw it in Drift Utah and the UAE, and
I will. I'll pull up Drift Utah
Okay.
and see what they got.
I think Stucky commented in there. And
Like he does.
I saw pizza delivery and Previa, so I'm curious to know where the hell that's going.
I think I already know exactly where it's going, and I like it.
Anyway, so I'm going to blow through some of this stuff. Let's see. Nick Nengus, him and Chris Carver were doing some snow tandems in Assetto Corsa last night because they're both nerds.
Nerds.
I've really enjoyed my rear-wheel drive cars, 98 Camaro SS, his 350Z, and his G35S. The most fun I ever had was banging doors literally with Jerry in his 98 Chevy Prism.
Swag.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I'm actually kind of curious to know if that's the same 98 Prism that Nick used to own.
I mean, who knows?
It probably is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Let's see. Trent Nathan Tanner, first car was a 67 Mustang, had a 302, they ate a quarter of oil a week. Classic BFG radials, no posi, an automatic trans despite its lack of power and traction. It was one of the best times I've ever had in the snow. I remember going up the hill to my house one winter's night when it had snowed almost a foot. I had my foot to the floor. I was only going about 6 or 7 miles an hour. The speed said 70. There wasn't an unplowed parking lot that didn't have my tracks from power slides or donuts in the Springville, Mapleton area that winter.
Nice.
Yep. Trent said the picture above, snow shenanigans in the Viper, and the STI that one Stancewood night. Let's see, a Gavin Pouquet. Ooh, boy, do I have some stories.
God, this guy sounds like a raging douche.
I got stories, folks.
We all do.
I got stories.
I can expand on Trent's thing, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, God, yes. Let's see. Dave Kazarian. It's a tie for him. 84 beater GTI on Blizzaks on abandoned roads through new construction in Park City, and his 99 Carrera on Blizzaks at Wintercross. Greg Valdez has been on tons of snowy roads, but the best times are always racing on a snow-covered MMP/UMC at Wintercross. Devin Kreese, SW20 MR2 Turbo. Snow tires made that thing invincible in the snow with all the weight over the drive wheels. That thing moved fast when sliding. Naturally, I slid the thing everywhere. I went through a set of snow tires in 3,500 miles. Attaboy.
Like you do.
Yep.
All right with it.
So, Alex Crane, friend of the program.
Yes, he is.
Class,
CAMcast superfan.
classmate of mine from Brighton High School, class of 04.
Rad.
Driving the S60R past trucks and SUVs that were stuck on snow-covered hills, it always made me feel like I was better than them because I was. Also, my buddy had a 90s Ford pickup in high school. We used to bolt skis to the bottom of DI couches and scouch around unplowed church parking lots by pulling it with the truck and trying not to get thrown off. The memories.
You have just gained so many points to the professor, Mr. Crane.
Like the questionable shit that we were doing in high school was different, but not terribly different. Me and Alex.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Listen,
I'll go with it.
Listen. The scouting idea was definitely not out of the realm of possibility for me and my guys.
Okay.
That was
All
very
right.
realistic.
I dig it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Matt Barker. Every snowstorm I encountered in my Celica All-Track, that car hit more snowbanks and had to be pulled out more than any vehicle I have ever owned. Snow tires are worthless when you're high-centered on snow.
Can I just say how unsurprising it is that Matt Parker used to have an all-track Celica?
That's the least surprising thing I've heard today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So let's see. Keaton Smith. I've only lived in the snow for 3 years now, plus one more if you count my mission. Whatever. But my most memorable would have to be handbrake drifting a Chevy Cruze through a super tight neighborhood. The roads were about the width of an alleyway. I spent a good 30 minutes just having fun. My mission companion was pissed at me, though. Haha. That was a fun day.
I'm surprised those don't come with like electronic emergency brakes.
The facelift ones do.
So the old ones are actual manual.
They
Yeah.
are a full manual.
Yep.
Pulley thingies.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Pulley
Yep.
boys.
Yep.
Doing the Lord's work you were there, Keaton. Doing the Lord's work.
Indeed.
In
Yep.
one form or another.
Hey,
Stay-
you know.
Sideways Jesus says you done good.
Attaboy. All right. So, Dave, did you pull up Drift Utah?
I got Drift Utah, and we've got a whopping 2
Ooh.
responses. One of which is a story from Nick Stuckey.
Oh,
Sir Stuckington IV.
Stuckamania.
Stuckamania. And then the second one's a nice little excerpt from our CAMcast superfan, Brandon Kuhn.
Oh, yeah.
I shall read both of you these stories in my daddy voice.
Ooh.
From Nick Stuckey. I am the American incarnation of Takumi. Allow me to paint this picture. Winter of 2007-2008. Fresh out of high school, working a Domino's pizza delivery job in Park City. Weapon of choice? 1991 Toyota Previa, 5-speed, rear-wheel drive. I primarily worked evenings. The shift would start around 5 and go to 1 to 2 a.m. if I remember right. Most of the night shift, or first shift, would be busy, but after about 10 p.m., the streets emptied out. The Previa is mid-engine and has tons of traction in the snow for being rear-wheel drive, and I slid that thing every night it snowed. It seemed like that winter we had snow almost every single night I worked. Slid every corner I could when a car wasn't around. Windy, twisty neighborhood roads through Park City and Deer Valley, way up in the mountains. I'd manji down straights for a mile and toss the thing in well before the turn and stretch using the e-brake. I never thought about it, but I probably learned a lot during that winter. The handbrake never was also to the left of the... the handbrake lever was also to the left of the driver's seat, so you'd have to get creative with your driving style.
Wow.
10 out of 10 fun, and I think it helped when I turned into a real driver eventually.
But did he ever spill the water?
I doubt it.
Damn right.
Hey, the pineapple never ended up on the cardboard. That's all that matters.
Yep.
As long as the Canadian bacon didn't stick to the lid, man, we're good. And then superfan Brandon Kuhn says it's a toss-up between passing everything that got stuck with a 94 F-150 and a moderate right foot,
You know.
and driving my 99 Rodeo at a 45-degree angle down the street to my house when I lived in Idaho. Hit third gear, feather the clutch, control wheel spin, and ride it out until I had to snap right to park. Pissed off my ex-wife, but it was a riot for me.
Sounds like it.
Indeed.
Ah, well, threw this up in the UAE because, I figured guys with, rear-wheel drive cars, they'd want to do some stuff. Dudes in all-wheel drive stuff.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
dang.
it's kind
Rowdy?
of the ultimate E30 group of Utah, so...
Damn.
Yes. And who posts but Dallin Felton, who has not an E30 and has been on our website with definitely not an E30. Let's see. He says 400-plus horsepower Evo in the snow with snow tires. Felt like I was a rally driver going fast and passing everyone else. I was always in control, I promise.
Yeah.
We believe you.
I promise.
I believe you. Let's see. Did I get anything on my...
I posted in Motoring United.
Yeah, you do that. I got a few on my personal page, so...
Sure.
Let's hear what we got in Motoring United.
So we posted this I posted this in MU. We got some responses from Tyler Tarbox, Mike Kraft. Let me read. So Tarbox said, he says, I still have the video. I thought I still have the video, but he took his Corvette drifting in an open parking lot. Tyler is from Texas, so he doesn't quite have the winters that we have here.
Their winters, it gets kind of cold.
It gets cold and it gets icy.
Yes, it does. It does not snow down there. It ices.
Exactly.
Yep.
He said, also tied a rope behind my friend's truck and got towed around the ice on a kneeboard.
All right.
That's safe.
That is just...
And then I have a fucking novel.
Oh, God.
From Vinny Cruz III.
Vinny. Jesus.
Yeah. When I was in college, I was still dailying my Mustang. I was in Blairsville, Pennsylvania, a fairly mountainous area. One night, we were getting hit with the blizzard, so me and a few other friends thought this is the best time to go drifting in the mountains. So the three cars involved were me in my Stang, David in his Z32, and Derek in his obnoxiously lifted Silverado 1500 with extra knobby manly tires. A couple days before we went up this mountain pass, but only a third, maybe halfway up. Only David had been up the whole way before. So we start our quest up this mountain pass at night in a blizzard. As we drift our way up, I keep getting high-beamed from way behind me. Turned out the giant 4x4 with his manly tires couldn't keep up with the two-wheel or the two rear-wheel drive cars in the snow. Huh. Funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. This was also fresh snow that had no tire marks on it yet. Being he kept falling behind because he couldn't see, so he turned his high beams on. We get to a plain close to the top where there were snowdrifts across the street into the field on both sides. Being as I had never been to that point before, I had absolutely no idea where the road was. Luckily, David was in the lead car. As we get off this back road and connect with two regular two-lane roads with actual lines. We go down this mere 100 feet of road to get back on the main Route 22. David starts to starts to slow down and puts on his hazards. Apparently, the snow was so deep that it picked his car up, leaving it beach. So it was,
Yeah. High-centered.
high-centered. So being that we did have a truck with chains, I had to back way off to the side so the truck could pull it out. And so, yeah, it looks like they went up a road that...
And it just...
Yeah.
And it just keeps going.
Okay, but Jared Odie... Sorry,
But
Vinny.
Does Odie understand brevity?
Probably not.
Odie has a Jurassic Park... I think it's a YJ or a TJ Jeep.
Whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
This.
Awesome. Attaboy.
Drifting in a parking lot. Attaboy. Doing us a proud. And Mike Kraft, he said, my favorite thing to do, find a lightweight front-wheel drive car like an old Civic Hatch or CRX. Find an empty snowy parking lot. Must have some snow/ice. Acquire a couple of plastic trays from fast food place. Stick the trays under the rear tires. Pull e-brake to lock the rear wheels. Enjoy.
I mean, if you have snow and ice, you don't need the trays to.
No, you don't. You just need to just lock the handbrake.
Yeah, exactly. You're.
That's what you do in the summertime.
Yeah. Redundancy, Department of Redundancy. How may I direct your call? Yep. Yeah. So let's see. To Instagram real quick.
Yes.
Yes, Utah Ace. Follow him if you want to see some really awesome, like, scale model building, because he is doing some really awesome stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Let's
I'm
see.
down with that.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. At my last job in one of the work trucks, a parking lot was empty and icy, so what else do you do? Drift around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So, and
Exactly that.
So, let's see. On my Facebook page, I also got a novel, but see if we can just kind of burn through some of these real quick. So, Dave Kuhn. I remember Dave Raleigh with a dealer SUV on Chirp's birthday years ago.
Yeah, small correction, which you'll notice in the comments there. It was actually Dave's birthday,
Yep.
not Chirp's.
No.
Dave was just far too drunk to remember. Now, at the time, I worked at a dealership in Centerville, and I may have borrowed a dealer plate, and I may have borrowed a recently traded-in Suburban.
Attaboy.
It was a Z71 on, like, 22s
Nice.
with a banging stereo.
Nice.
And it was, like, super dark tint, real comfy.
radical.
You know,
Nice.
I mean, it's like a $2,000 vehicle now, but back when this happened,
Sure.
it was probably still a $10,000 or $11,000 truck.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go ahead and slap the plate on it, and we took it out for some shenanigans.
Did someone say shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
If
My
I-
shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
I'll pistol whip the next man who says shenanigans.
Hey, Farva! It's that one place you like with all the freaky shit on the walls?
You mean shenanigans?
Oh!
God
Yes.
damn it.
Yes.
All right. So, well, that was a fun story. I appreciate that. I also appreciate Dave being too drunk to remember that it was his birthday.
It was his own damn birthday.
That's how you do a birthday.
Indeed.
So, let's see. Following on my thing, Doug Pinsent. Simple. 93 Grand Marquis I had before my Veloster. V8 rear-wheel drive, snow-covered parking lots. The classic recipe for fun.
Agreed.
Hell yeah.
I'll go with that.
All hail the mighty Doge.
God damn. So, Benjamin Allred. Let's see. When I had my Miata, we got some nice snow over Christmas Eve, which meant a lot of parking lots weren't plowed on Christmas. Found a pretty deep parking lot and started running around in it. On the far side, there was a truck stuck in the same snow. Plow guy had shown up sometime earlier and was trying to help this pickup get out of the snow. I just had to run through the snow near them to show off. Never got stuck myself, just rallied through that stuff like it was nothing. Never underestimate the abilities of a Miata with snow tires.
Yes.
I can actually speak to this.
Nope, I mean, it's a pretty powerful thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've had Miatas with snow tires follow me in the snow.
attaboy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I was looking at rear-wheel drive stuff, just knowing I'd have to throw snow tires on there. And then people talked me down from that ledge.
It's too bad.
I think
As long as we talked you off of the RX-8 ledge.
that's really what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Bobby Powell. When I was like 10, my dad bought a new Mustang. We were taking it back to the dealer for something and going up the peak of Parley's Canyons. Parley's Canyon. Roads were snow-packed. Highway Patrol was trying to shut down the road.
Yep.
Needless to say, we drifted under a UPS truck, and Highway Patrol was waving us down, trying to stop us. And we slid all the way up the hill, right by him, and coasted down into SLC.
Dope.
Attaboy.
That trip going down the hill to Salt Lake in the snow can actually be pretty dicey.
Oh, yeah.
Really can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause it's just like a bunch of just long, straight stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then turn.
Yup.
It's much more predictable when it's just turn. Because
Yeah.
you're constantly going that speed. Whereas, like, if you're going straight, it's quite a bit more difficult.
Oh, yeah. So, Let's see. So we have some stories.
Yes, we do.
Well, unless Dave has some more from the internet.
I don't.
Okay, cool. Well, let's talk about some of our stories.
Well,
Yay.
I got a couple.
Yes, you do.
One of my stories is not as long-winded as like Vinny's or Bobby's or whomever.
You know,
But
Brevity is a thing.
yes.
learn it, embrace it, love it.
So I guess the first one, I wasn't given any actual formal discipline for this, but it was after work. I was working at TJ Maxx in Park City at the time.
Okay.
At Kimball Junction, and my buddy who had like his first generation accent.
Ooh.
Yeah, he said he bought for like $300, which I didn't quite. I didn't doubt it.
That might have been too much.
So, yeah, he was like, "Yeah, man, we should go do some donuts in the parking lot after work." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down."
Nice.
And so we were all getting out from work, and we all because we were closing, and so this is like 10:30 at night,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I start to pull away, and I see a light pole, and I just whip it around the light pole, and I'm doing a solid 40-foot circle. Like
Nice.
second gear, about 5,500, 6,000 RPM, just keeping it in high boost. And yeah, my manager spoke with me the next morning. He's like, "Yeah, so I saw what you did last night, and I'm proud of you that you didn't hit anything, but don't do it again." I'm like, "All right, thanks, Alan."
Good.
So there was that, and there's also that one time I slid an F-Type R up at immigration.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, coming from the Salt Lake side, if you go up the hill, and there's this S-curve that goes under like those trees that overhang. There's like an old restaurant that's off on the left.
Yeah.
So I'm with my buddy McKay, who at the time worked at the Jag dealership. He's on his mission right now in India right now, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so that's the only reason why he doesn't work there. And yeah, so I'd always wanted to drive an F-Type. I was doing a written article for Everyday Driver at the time, and we take the car for 2 hours. We got permission from the dealership,
Okay.
from like the lead person,
Whomever.
I forget her name. And we
Shout out to that random lady.
Yes. That's gonna bug me now. Anyway, and we tell her exactly where we're going, what we're doing.
Yeah.
Everything's fine and dandy, except what she doesn't know is he was only supposed to drive the car, whereas what actually happened is we drive a couple blocks away from the dealership, we do a driver switch, and we leave.
As one is wont to do.
Yes. So we go up the hill, and it's like raining in the valley. And as higher up we go, it starts to turn to snow.
Yeah.
And at one point, it was slush, and we were heading up the hill. We'd already been going pretty quick. I mean, it's a 550 horsepower all-wheel drive F-Type, but it's still sending 67% of the power to the back wheels, and only like 33 to the front or something like that.
I mean, that adds up to 100, so it makes sense.
Actually, no, it was 37 front, 63 rear.
There we go.
Yeah, those are the numbers.
It's car math. It's different than regular math.
Yeah.
It only makes sense to a handful of the people.
Yes.
A handful of the time.
So if you're going up this S-curve, it's a left and then a right. I've been going pretty good at it up until then. The left-hander I was fine with. It was the right-hander I got on throttle just a tad too soon, and the back end just steps out. And this is a $130,000 car that is not mine.
No, it is not.
So my life starts to flash before my very eyes. And so, counter-correct, handled it.
Attaboy.
Everything was fine. I mean, power was going to the front wheel, so it's not like it was going to actually rotate all the way around. Because I wasn't going stupid fast. They just got a little eager on the throttle. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Some poo definitely came out.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that, Gavin.
Anytime.
God damn
You
it.
see my face when I just did that?
Yes, I did.
It was at that moment that Gavin knew he had gone horribly awry.
They went too far.
We've gone too far.
They know too much.
We know too much.
Little tortilla boy.
Hey, puppy.
Do you have you got a story, Mike?
I've got several.
Okay.
So there was one winter where I had not replaced the starter on the Subaru, so all I had was the Supra to get me around. And yeah, it did work in most conditions. However, there was one day where it was just really snowing. It was really snowing. Got to work, but it was not going much further than that. See, then there was so there were a couple of nights that me and Trent and Dave and Joey went out under the auspices of filming some stuff.
Yes, that was actually going to be my answer.
Oh, well, which one? Because I remember one where it was me and him in the STI,
Right.
and then you and Joey.
Yeah, my 240.
That I wanted to buy so bad.
Yes.
When Jamal sold it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get the money.
And then I couldn't fucking get rid of the thing.
God damn it!
Yeah.
It's almost.
I sold it for a Volvo.
That thing was almost everything that I wanted. If it was a coupe, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I mean, if it was a coupe, I would have paid more.
Yeah, but well, yeah.
I just loved that. Like, I just watched the Stancewood video.
Oh God, yeah,
which is what you're referring to.
Yes,
the stuff that we filmed.
Yes.
The name of the video was Stancewood Does.
Oh God, yes.
And you can Google that, YouTube it, whatever, because it all goes to the same page.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up putting that up on the Cam YouTube page, but we'll link to it in the show notes here.
Yes,
so you can see
absolutely.
what we're talking about.
Right. I remember during the day we were out hooning around in the Viper, and
oh yeah, in the Viper, and I missed out on that one.
That's right.
Yeah,
you were not there for that.
No.
And I was running around in the 240. We all met up later that evening. You had the Outback.
Yes.
Trent parked the Viper and grabbed the STI.
Mm-hmm.
I had the 240. Let's see. Tommy Woot had his WRX.
Yep.
He ended up losing a side skirt that night in a neighborhood.
Yep.
Because it was dumped. It was low for 2012, 2013. And
it was also dumped for an 02.
It was definitely dumped for a 2002. And it had skirts on it, and it ended up end of the night with one less skirt.
Yep.
And he was super excited about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we were just thrashing through neighborhoods, parking lots.
Oh,
There was even a point where our lovable, huggable Manimal
God, yes.
was on the saucer tied to the hitch of your Outback.
And we were just whipping him around this parking lot.
We were whipping this Norseman around like he was ball and chain, and he ended up making a Norseman-sized hole in a snowbank.
Yeah.
Because we whipped him right and proper good into one of those holes.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember we had so much fun. Like, you were finding curbs with your 70 series tires.
Yep, just
thump. And I was looking like, DK with my open diff 240.
Yeah. That was
it was great times. I mean, Trent and Tommy were both doing killer axis stalls all night.
Oh, yeah.
We had a couple of randos show up in 240s and just came out and shredded for a minute.
Yeah.
It's just a really good time. It was a great time spent with friends. And actually, every time I drive past that one parking lot where we filmed most of that video, I get a little nostalgic, get a little misty.
Oh, yeah.
It's good stuff.
Indeed.
We need to do it again.
Those were some definitely good times.
Yes, 2018 reboot. Because I own another S13 hatch.
Yeah.
It's just a little different this time.
Just a little bit.
All we need is snow.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm blaming global warming.
Yep.
I'm blaming Al Gore.
Blaming Trump. Build the wall.
Yeah, the wall's going to help us get a better winter.
No, see what it's going to do.
It's going to keep those dirty Mexicans out.
No, it's going to keep all the heat down south where it's supposed to be.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah, like the walls on your house. It keeps the hot outside.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You got to think the Druids were working with this forever ago. They kept hot foods hot and cool foods cool. I mean, this is nothing new.
Come on, Gavin. It's basic science.
I'm just going to drink my beer now.
Attaboy. Also,
I drink to forget.
Wash away your sins, boy.
Just remember, Gavin, no matter how fast you run, you can't outrun the pain.
Yeah, but I can outdrink it.
No, you can't.
Oh, damn it. Fuck.
It's
Is
just gonna
alcohol a cleanser? Can I use it from the inside out? Is that how this works? I don't think that's how this works.
Oh, God. There's one more. Since I live across from a high school, I always manage to beat the snow removal people there.
Yes.
Like
Except
you
for-
should.
Except for one time. So I'm just... No, there were 2 times where hilarious things happened. So I'm just there after work just shredding, just going through this pristine parking lot.
Isn't that the best?
It's just me,
It's just the best.
first tracks in anything on the mountain in a parking lot.
Yeah.
It's fucking glorious.
Yeah.
So, so I'm just doing that, and then some fucking dude, like a John Deere Gator or whatever, just comes up at me, yelling, waving his arms. I didn't want to stick around to see what the hell's going on, so I was at the Subaru, so I just left.
Sure.
Didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drive away. Screw
Yeah.
it.
And then another night, coming back from work when I worked at the grocery store in the Subaru, it had snowed enough that I could, get rowdy.
Sure.
And it was also, I want to say it was New Year's Eve. So I got out of work at like 10.
Okay.
So I'm just coming home.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm coming home. Nobody's around really because, I live in the burbs,
Sure.
So I pull in there and I'm just kind of, sliding around. And then I notice in the driver's ed area, there's a car parked. Not long enough for it to have been snowed upon, but long enough for, it had been there a minute.
Sure.
So I'm just like, ooh, a thing. So I go up and, I just start sliding around this thing and I'm looking at it and I just notice it's a little foggy in there. Perhaps they left a soup in there or something. And then I see silhouettes pop up.
2 silhouettes?
2 silhouettes.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Funny that.
So
I imagine it would be far weirder if there was just one silhouette.
Be better if there were 3.
For who?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this would be a far better story
Yeah.
if it just turned out it was like some clown car.
Wow.
But
What kind of car was this?
it was like an Impala or something.
Okay. All right.
Some garbage GM product.
Sure.
Nothing to write home about. But
Right.
yeah, so I just see panicked silhouettes and I'm just I'm gonna keep going. Just gonna keep going.
Very good.
Finally saw brake lights on that thing. I'm like, well, we're out of here. So took my exit.
Nice.
But that was a fun, hilarious evening. I laughed for an hour after I got home.
Did you see it rocking back and forth at all, or?
No. So,
Hmm.
I mean,
None of the hanky-panky.
I can...
Either that or they were skilled
Or unenthusiastic.
or enthusiastic. That works too.
That
Soaking?
Frothing.
Oh.
no.
You had to ruin it.
Of course I did, using something Christian said.
Damn it.
God, can I blame Christian and you for this?
No,
Sure.
we're gonna blame Gavin. Gavin is 100% at fault here.
He's mostly at fault, but Christian, don't think you're getting away scot-free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 80-20.
There we go.
70-30?
Okay, we'll work with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take 70-30.
You boys will be reprimanded after this recording.
Well, Gavin will be. We got to hunt down Christian.
I know where he lives.
Good.
Me too.
Well then, we shall.
I
hunt.
helped him move into that house.
Well
I know
then.
damn well where he is.
Well
Yeah.
then, we shall hunt him down.
Indeed.
Alrighty. Well, I think it's time to bring this thing to a.
I have a feeling you're right. We need to just go ahead and pull this barge into port before we sink it in the harbor.
Before I say something else.
Bring this flaming trash pile in.
Open mouth, insert foot. Am I right?
Yes. Anyway, so thank you for joining us on this lovely episode, people. We appreciate it.
It's been great.
It's been fun. I appreciate all of the responses that we're getting on the question of the week. It's great.
Love it.
Definitely
yeah.
expanding, for sure.
Yeah.
On our audience. So
Yep.
thank you for that.
Yeah. Getting a few views here and there on some of the stuff on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Slight uptick in that, so thank you for that.
Woot.
Yep. And, shout out to Alex Danger Yunkin for being the first guy to order something from the new store.
Hey.
Thanks, Alex.
Right on, man.
Got himself a shirt.
Awesome.
Be cool like
Love it.
Alex. and buy something from the store.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's, let's see, I think it's camautomag.myshopify.com.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Dave.
You are welcome.
Yeah, appreciate that. So, yeah, head over there. We got all sorts of stuff. Shirts, hats, hoodies, iPhone cases.
I'm actually going to get me an iPhone case.
Attaboy. Trent did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the new logo. We got the script logo on there. We got the throwback OG Lumine sign logo.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
real back in the day shit.
Indeed.
Yes, we do. Yeah. So we're gonna have some more stuff popping up here and there, doing some like limited edition 2-day shit. So
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, keep checking back the store for stuff. Follow us on all of our social media at CamAutomag, pretty much on everything.
Yeah.
You know, so just type CamAutomag into whatever social media of choice, and you'll
I
find
mean,
us.
Google will route you towards any of them. So
Yeah, it'll point you in the right direction.
sure.
I mean, do
We'll figure
people
it out.
even use Google anymore?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I do.
I mean, I do, but
Do you?
I do.
Sounds like you don't.
So-
I do, though.
So 100% of the people in this room.
Use the Google.
Who is the straw man you're propping up, Dave?
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, so it's Cam Automag on all social media, Cam Automag on YouTube. Keep checking the site because, something's going to pop up there eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, cool with that.
I'm starting to scheme up a thing with some
Well,
some PCars
well,
for the springtime.
there we go. Chirp's
Yeah.
going to be writing something about being disillusioned with a certain race series.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Salty.
I think we got some earlier hints about that.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
see the poor man's Robin Miller going wild on CamAutomag.com.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be...
I can't wait.
If you know who Robin Miller is, 1, congratulations. 2, imagine Robin Miller far angrier. And there you go.
And you should see him drunk.
Oh.
It's good.
Oh, it is fun and violent.
Indeed.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I've still got a bunch of angry notes that I'm transposing slowly into an article.
There you go.
I've got a few ideas bouncing around.
Nice. Nice. Let's see. Talked about social media. Talked about the store. Told you to be cool like Alex and buy stuff.
Yep. Watch our videos.
Yep. On the YouTube.
Check out our Instagrams and stuff.
That
Steady Broke.
Things falls under social
Steady
media.
Broke?
Steady Broke. Yeah. Cam out of 15 on steadybroke.com. Saves you 15% on your entire order.
That's like 15 ramen noodles.
So here's
Exactly.
the thing. I want to see in the next few weeks some listener correspondence here.
All right.
I want to see you guys taking selfies
Ooh.
with
Yeah.
your Steady Broke garb and your Cam Auto Mag garb.
Yes.
And I want to see you guys at local events with your
Rocking
Cam
your
Auto
stuff.
Mag
Are we
and your Steady Broke
selling
garb.
new stickers?
We're going to be starting to do some new stickers here. I'm just since our new current design tends to. Well, I got to talk to Stucky about seeing how much of a pain in the ass it would be to
Sure.
pick this vinyl.
Sure.
Because if it is going to be a pain in the ass, then we're going to go probably back to
Plastic
yeah,
sticker.
like a printed vinyl sticker.
But when we do get stickers done, I want to start seeing those on cars at car meets.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
And at races.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all
So-
know who we are.
Yeah.
We want to know who all you are.
Damn right.
The best way to do that is to show your love.
Yeah.
Put some respect on the name.
Put some respect
Put,
on my name.
put our name on your respect.
Damn.
Possibly make yourself less respectable.
Suffering succotash.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Google Play, wherever the hell you get your podcasts. Listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we figured out a way to rate stuff or comment stuff on Spotify yet?
I have no idea, but I'm sure there's a way.
Okay.
I mean, the Spotify you see behind you is mostly how I get down with Spotify.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
I'm super okay with it.
Yeah, like the Spotify streaming on the PS4, and then play another game or
Sure.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing. Oh, speaking of games, gonna try and start doing some more gamey stuff. Me and Joey, because we both got the PS4, we both got the GT Sport,
Yeah.
so we'll do that. We'll also dabble in other stuff that's
Online things?
tangentially car related. Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yes.
Stuff
That's some
like
stuff
that.
we haven't done in a minute.
Yeah, stuff like that. If anybody's still playing Destiny 2, I am. I'm like the last dude in the world who hasn't bought Monster Hunter World, so
relevance.
God, it was fun being relevant for a month and a half.
That's okay.
Whatever.
We get it. I was never relevant. I understand your pain.
Relevancy
Your
sucks.
frustration.
Anyway, kids, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. Keep the correspondence coming. We love it. We love you.
Indeed, we
Yep.
love you.
Yep.
In not a creepy way. Sort of. You know.
Kind of like how brothers are.
It's definitely not a Uncle Touchy's creepy naked puzzle basement.
No, it is not, Dave. No, it is not.
No.
Goodbye, everybody.
They were like brothers to me.
I mean,
Not like actual brothers, but like the way black people mean it.
damn.
I think it's more meaningful that way.